Hi all the beautiful souls out there, this is the Leaf Tarot, and as you may have seen from the title of this video, this reading is going to be a little bit different. So if you're struggling right now, if you're going through a rough time, or if you find yourself going through a really dark period in your life right now, then this reading is for you. I just want you to know that there is a light at the end of a tunnel, and it's okay if you can't see it just yet. Just know that you're stronger than you know, and please know that you're not alone. My heart really goes out to you, and I hope you're able to feel that throughout this reading. So as you can see, we have 3 different piles you can choose from. So first we have pile number 1 with this beautiful red jasper heart. Next we have pile number 2 with this beautiful lapis lazuli. And finally we have pile number 3 with this beautiful labradorite heart. So choose whichever one you feel drawn to, and I'll see you in the reading. Hi group number 1, if you have chosen this beautiful red jasper heart, then this is going to be your reading. And before we get started, I just want you to know that this reading will have 4 parts. First, we will have a look at your current energy, what's going on with you right now. And if this part resonates with you, then please keep on watching. If it doesn't resonate, then maybe choose a different pile, or maybe this reading is just not for you today. Now in the second part of the reading, we will look at the energy you will be in once you get back into the light. Once you get to the other side of the tunnel, basically where you will be and how your life will look like once you get through this dark period of your life. In the third part, we will have a look at what can actually help you get there and what's currently blocking you from getting there. And in the final part of the reading, we will get you some comforting messages from your spiritual team. So let's get into your reading. For your main card, we have the Devil, and this is ruled by Capricorn and Saturn. Next, we have Work Through Your Fears with the New Moon in Scorpio. We also have A Time for Healing with the Balsamic Moon. Next, we have Saturn Return with Age. We have Saturn again. I find it so interesting that you got Saturn card twice from 2 different decks, but it says feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. We also have Toxicity, Bound Patterns. Next is Doubts and Lack in Reverse. We have Fear with I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Next, we have another Fear card, but this time it came out in reverse. Next, we have Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Next is the Tower, Upheaval. And honestly, I don't know if this one came up upright or in reverse, so I'm going to take it both ways. Next, we have the Devil in reverse with Restriction. It's interesting because we already have 2 devils. Next is the Storm Spirit with Chaos. And we have the Wizard of the Woods with Focus in reverse. We have Change, the Dragonfly Spirit. And finally we have Growth card. Okay, so we're back. And Honestly, do you see your cards, group number one? I can't help but notice that we have so many of the same cards and so many of the same messages. First, this growth card has a very similar message to this Saturn return with age. You also have two Saturn cards, not to mention the Devil, who also is ruled by Saturn. You have like 3 fear cards. You have 2 Devil cards right here. And then you also have the Tower, the Chaos, and Change. If you noticed, the lightning right here on the Chaos card, it's same as in the Tower. And the energy is pretty much the same. The Tower always brings chaos and rapid change into our lives. And that's literally what the change here is about. So this is all very significant. So right away, I can see that there is a big new beginning waiting for you, group number one. The balsamic moon is the final phase of the lunation cycle. It's a period of introspection. It's a time when you need to rest, to get your energy again. It's a time to heal any past wounds so that you don't carry them over to the brand new life that you're about to start. I feel like most of you who chose this group are in the in-between of a one cycle ending and a new one beginning. It's like you're on a bridge between two places, but you're not really here yet, and you're not there yet either. Like, does it make sense? And that can be kind of confusing and uncomfortable. And you know how everyone says that when one door closes, another one opens for you? I see you kind of in the in-between of that. Before the new ones open up, there is some period of waiting, and I think a lot of you are in that phase right now. Also, I feel that for some of you, it may have been more than one doors that closed on you. There may have been different parts or chapters of your life that have come to an end or that are coming to an end right now. And being in this energy can be really, really uncomfortable for some people. This period can feel long. It can feel like nothing's really happening, nothing's moving. For others, I think that there might be way too many changes going on at once. And these changes feel quite scary. It may literally feel like you're losing the stable ground under your feet. I also keep on picking up on block root chakra. Like literally you even have the red crystal. This is connected to the root chakra energy. So some of you may be losing the sense of security in life right now. But for others, I keep getting this stuck, stale energy. And oftentimes when you're in this period, some internal shadows come up that need to be confronted. Things, patterns, behaviors, beliefs, just anything that needs to be let go of. And this can be really hard. But I do see you on a brink of your life shifting in a brand new direction. And that's why all of the things that are not good for you right now and that are no longer aligned with you are falling apart and falling out of your life, because there's a big new chapter waiting for you. And let me give you an example. Let's say that you've just left a relationship where you got cheated on, and going through that can leave you with some pretty deep wounds, not to mention leaving you with real trust issues and even insecurities of maybe not feeling good enough. And this period is kind of when you've left the relationship, you're just on your own, and you're healing from that bad experience and healing those trust issues or insecurities, so that when a brand new person comes into your life, you don't project onto him or onto them the things you've experienced in your past relationship. And this brand new person that will come has the heart of a god. They would never even think about betraying you in any way. But because of those unhealed wounds, you might not be able to help it and project onto them anyway. And that will lead to arguments and struggles in the relationship. Now, this is all just an example. Please don't take it personally. But basically what I'm getting with this energy is that the universe, God, or whoever you resonate with is just trying to prepare you for a brand new start, a brand new chapter of your life. And it's like it's pushing you to let go of some things, people, some old limiting beliefs that are just not serving you anymore. And the universe wants you to leave it behind so that you can start fresh, because there is something amazing waiting for you on the other side of this. Some of you may literally feel like God or the universe is testing you right now, There seems to be a lot of resistance and fear of change in this group. It's also interesting that we have double Saturn cards here, especially the Saturn return, because that's giving me the same energy, one cycle ending and a brand new one starting for you. Every time Saturn comes back into the same sign your natal Saturn was in when you were born, when it makes that conjunction, that is the Saturn return. It takes about 2.5 years before it leaves the sign, and that whole time it's closing one major chapter of your life and starting a brand new one. And these chapters are 28-30 years long, so some of you could be definitely going through a Saturn return right now. Now this does not have to resonate at all, but it can be a sign for you that this is your pile. And Saturn is a very slow moving planet, so some of you may have been in this stage for quite some time. I think the divine is asking you for patience because you can't rush this transition. This is a spiritual renewal as well. This cannot be rushed. And I know that Saturn can be perceived as this super strict teacher who comes into your life to check in on you, to see if you've really done all the work that you were supposed to do. But Saturn is honestly about so much more than that. Saturn teaches you patience so that you build up something really long-lasting. Saturn teaches you to stand on your own 2 feet, to really mature and be more responsible. Saturn also brings attention to the things that we've been putting off for a long time. It makes you finally face it and deal with it, and that's why this period is so challenging and so hard. I mean, look at these chains. There are some toxic patterns, some unhealthy attachments, and negative self-limiting beliefs that the divine is asking you to let go of. And notice that we have the chains here again with this devil card. And it's the same thing here with this cage and the fear card. Let me bring it up so that you can actually, okay, so you can actually see it. This picture literally speaks for itself. Do you see how that fear is completely paralyzing you? Look at this figure crawled up right here on the bottom. But what I love about this card is that it shows that you have the power to overcome it. At first glance, it looks like she's bound to these crowds, right? But when you take a closer look, you can see that she's holding these strings. She has the power to put these dark thoughts back into this cage. I really think that some of you have been keeping yourself small for a long time. Some of you may have been staying in a negative situation for way too long. For a lot of people in this group, this is representing mental struggles. There is a lot of fear, self-doubt, or feelings of not being able to get out of something, some kind of cycle that keeps on repeating. The devil sometimes represents addictions. Obviously, this message is not for everyone, but for someone here, there could be a struggle with that, especially since we have the failure here as well. This could represent trying to get better and relapsing again. For others, this devil plays out in a different way. I see some of you really doubting yourself, doubting your abilities, putting yourself down. It's like having this devil in your mind who's constantly telling you, oh, you're not good enough, you're not experienced enough, you're just going to fail. Or for some of you, it can be telling you you're too old, you can't make it happen. This devil energy that I'm picking up on for some of you wants to keep you in that negative cycle. He wants to keep you feeling this way because that's when he's in charge. And he literally feeds off your energy. And with the focus card here in reverse, it's like he's in full control. Those negative thoughts and fears and doubts are completely paralyzing you. I also keep on hearing, I'm too old for this, it's too late to start over. If this resonates, please know that you're never too old to start over. It's never too late. There is also a lot of resistance, lots of fear of change. Some of you are holding on to something so tightly, but it needs to be let go of. This Scorpio energy right here with the work through your fears card, this is all about getting to the bottom of that fear, that doubt, that addiction. Is it really actually like coming from you, from your soul? Or is it coming from the devil in your mind or some kind of trauma that you experienced? There is a difference. The devil wants to keep you where you're at because he's in charge. Whereas though your soul is this beautiful, pure, high vibrational light, that is guiding you to where you're meant to go. I also can help but notice that we have number 15 here with the devil and we have number 16 with the tower. This lets me know that you're slowly moving towards healing, because the card that comes right after the tower is the star. That's a fresh new energy where you start having hope again and you start to heal. But this tower card, along with the chaos here, will force anything toxic out of your life. And this can be even your mindset. If you resonated with the devil in your mind, who's telling you all those negative things, this is all going to go away. Because it's like this house on the tower card. Anything that is built on unhealthy, toxic ground is bound to fall apart. And that's literally what the tower is all about. I can also see here that most of you who chose this group are definitely an old soul. And honestly, I feel so honored to have you here with me, because I can see that your soul has been coming here from the very beginning of life on earth. And you're definitely very mature for your age. Regardless of how old you are very mature. I feel like you've been through a lot as well, or that you have seen a lot in your lifetime. Some of you could have grown up in some kind of dysfunctional home. I'm not getting a stable, secure home or a childhood. I feel like it was pretty rocky and you kind of had to fight for yourself, for your place in the world. Some of you did not have stability in your life when you were younger or growing up. It's like you really had to grow up fast in one way or another. You had to take responsibility way sooner than other kids your age. You're definitely carrying some wounds from your childhood. You know how when you're little, you're not even aware of the real life problems. You're just a kid living in that sweet, innocent bubble, just having fun and all that. I mean, this is what a childhood should be like. But for some people in this group, I keep on feeling that this bubble was popped on pretty early on. And you kind of had to face the harshness of the world way sooner than other kids. Others in this group could have also had some issues with their father figure. They might not have been even present in your childhood, but I think that all that you've been through makes you appreciate what you have, and that's maybe why you hold on to things so tightly, because you experienced the lack, the opposite. And deep down, some of you might be scared of changes and things leaving your life and having to relive the uncertainty again that you experienced when you were younger. I just keep getting unstable home. There could have been a lot of fighting. You could have seen some toxic behavior or have turbulent childhood. For others in this group, it necessarily doesn't have to be that. I think it's actually the opposite, that you had to be just super responsible. You may have had strict parents who put a lot of pressure on you, and I feel like this made you really scared of failing in school and in general. That could also be where that deep-rooted fear is coming from, all the way from your childhood. Because what I'm getting is that most people who chose this group don't like chaos, don't like changes. You may not like when things happen that are out of your control, because it makes you really uncomfortable and reminds you of the past. I don't know why, but I'm also picking up on some workaholic energy. There is a tendency to obsess about something until it's perfect, and trying to reach that perfection is a slippery slope. So some of you might struggle with perfectionism, overworking yourself, and some of you might struggle with having an imposter syndrome as well. Now, I love the fact that we have the dragonfly spirit with change. This is another confirmation to me that you will get through this, my beautiful group number 1. And this lets me know that, again, there could be a lot of things shifting in your life right now to the point that it's really uncomfortable. But this card is all about making adjustments, staying flexible to the changing world around you, because the dragonflies have been on this earth for over 300 million years. And so many species went extinct, but not dragonflies, because they are the masters of change and adaptation. I just think that some of you are really scared of making some kind of change in your life. And you may feel like you're just too old for something, but you're absolutely not. And you will see that when we get to the next part of your reading, because there is so much waiting for you on the other side. I think the universe is kind of asking you to accept that things are changing, that things are not the way they used to be, and that's okay. And that perhaps even you are changing in some ways, and it's okay to embrace this brand new version of you that's emerging. Also, with the new moon in Scorpio, I think this period could be quite significant for you. You could make some kind of breakthrough when it comes to overcoming your fears, or there could be big changes in your life. And we have the new moon in Scorpio on November 1st, so that time could be quite significant for you. And I believe the last time we had new moon in Scorpio was November 13, 2023. So for some of you, that's when some of these issues may have started showing up. But of course, this does not have to resonate at all. And with all these cards, you could have some Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus, and Virgo placements. I know that's a lot, but those are the placements that I see here. And I was also picking up on fixed signs. Like there's a lot of fixed energy here. And those are Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So some of you might have them as your sun, moon, or rising. But take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. So if any of the things I just said resonated, then please keep on watching. And let's have a look at the energy that you'll be in when you get to the other side. Okay, so I've just pre-shuffled all of these cards for you, and I did use a lot of decks, so it's a lot of cards, but let's get into it. Also, these two are separate messages, so we're gonna move them to the side for right now and see what we have for you. So first, we have the air element with communicating. We have Mercury, think, learn, network, communicate. We also have Venus with love. We have fire element with confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Next is the conjunction, a union, merging, and coming together. Now the bottom card energy is this next card, which is the moon. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture yourself and others. We also have friendship, nurture your relationships. The bottom card energy for that was the new beginnings, begin your new life. We also have reclaim with Libra and the full moon. And the bottom energy for that was the cross the border with Aquarius and the new moon. These are such a cute cards, honestly. I love this deck. We also have acceptance, and I remember that this card actually came together with the self-love. So we have these two beautiful cards. We also have the lightning, the Four of Wands with the homecoming, and again these two came together with reunion and soul ties. And the thing is, I actually mixed several different decks together, so that's why even two different cards from different decks can come out together. We also have great big love, and we have the sun with clarity. We have pride, I love myself, I see myself in everyone. And the bottom card energy for the pride was the relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So I kind of want to pause here and talk about the messages that we already have here for now. Because I keep on getting the same message that there's new people coming in for you, my group number 1. And I know that this may not sound as a big deal, but there is a huge shift when it comes to your relationships and the people around you. I see your soul tribe coming in, your soul family, and there is one significant soulmate who will play a major part in your life. For those of you who are single right now, or who are not happy in your current relationship, there is a big time soulmate coming in for you. And honestly, for some of you, they could definitely be the one. I know this is not a love reading, but I have to address it because it's coming in really strongly. Now, if you are in a happy relationship right now, then this is a best friend energy. This is someone you will have a really, really strong bond with. But for most of you, this is romantic. And I'm really getting a life partner energy here with these cards. This is someone who's going to be in your life for a very, very long time. We literally have the soul ties here with the Four of Wands. This is definitely someone from your past lives. Your souls already know each other. Notice how we have the Four of Wands here, and right next to it we have number 4 as well. This represents people who feel like home. And if you look at this picture right here, you can see galaxy behind these hands. And with all these doves representing your soul tribe, it's giving me that you have the same place of origin. And we already know that you're in old soul group number 1. So these beautiful souls who are your soul family will be coming back into your life. This is part of the big transformation that you're going through. And this is why things are really uncomfortable right now, because it's all getting you energetically ready for these new people and this new life. And notice how there is a spark between these two hands. It's like you both come from different places, different walks of life, but once you are around each other, there's going to be this instant connection. Your souls will remember. It's going to feel like home when you're around them and when you're with them. You literally don't even have to pretend with these people. You can truly be yourself. And I don't even mean pretending as trying to be someone else. What I really mean is that we all have some walls up so that we don't get hurt by others, or so that we don't get judged by other people. There are certain things we keep to ourselves because we don't feel safe to open up and be vulnerable like that with many people. But what I see here is that these people will make you feel really safe to open up to them. They will make you feel heard. They will make you feel seen. They will fully love you and accept you for who you are. Notice how it even says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. These are the type of people who will be coming into your life. People who are truly in alignment with you and who serve your highest good. And as you can see, it's all over the reading. We have air energy with communication. We have Mercury. That's literally the community and the people around you. We have Venus. Venus rules friendships and relationships. We have conjunction, a union merging and coming together. This is a new connection, new friendship, new relationship. We literally have the friendship card itself. The Four of Wands, the reunion, right? The great big love, which is all about the soulmate connection, and the relationship card itself. And to top it off, I use a different deck and especially asked, what is the energy that you will be surrounded by when you get to the other side? And look at the cards that we got for you. It was the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. These are brand new connections. So I went to clarify these two cards, right? And we got the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. The Two of Cups is literally the soulmate energy, the big relationship, or even it can be platonic, right? The best friend. And then we have the Three of Cups. This is the soul tribe, your besties for life. And we have the Knight of Swords. All of these extra cards that I just pulled for you are just confirmation of the energy that we already have right here. And let me tell you, with this Knight of Swords energy, this soulmate, this best friend will go to war for you. They will be there through the thick and thin. They will not have it if anyone is mistreating you, or even if you're being way too hard on yourself. They will not stand for it. They will call you out in a caring way and remind you how amazing you are and that you should be proud of yourself. And this is what I really love about these new connections coming in for you, that these people will help you so much when it comes to how you see yourself and your overall relationship with yourself. I mean, look at this reclaimed card. We have this little teddy bear sitting on top of his treehouse, right? This is giving me your root chakra finally being in flow. This is reclaiming your place in the world again, feeling safe and secure in who you are, in your own body. And this Libra energy, Libra rules relationships. So it's through these significant connections that you will get to this point. They will help you on this journey. They will help you fully accept yourself, because we have the acceptance card here as well. We have the self-love, we have the pride. This is such a beautiful energy. These people will play a major part in building up your confidence. They will help you accept yourself for who you are, as you are. They will help you see that it's actually what you consider your flaws that makes you unique and beautiful. They will help you see that you're a freaking gem who is so freaking worthy of feeling good about yourself. And I really do see them having such a good influence on you, and vice versa. And with this cross the border card coming out as well, this lets me know that they will also help you step out of your comfort zone, put yourself out there, do the things you never thought you would do. This can, for example, be them giving you the courage to put your work online for the world to see. It can be so many different things, but you will definitely be going more out of your comfort zone and really doing things that you didn't have the courage to do before. I just love to see that you will have such a great support system around you. And I also just want to clarify here that these new connections are not codependent. These are very balanced, healing connections. And all of these new people will really bring the color back into your life again. Because I think that for a lot of you here, your life has been pretty much black and white for a long time. You've been going through it kind of on autopilot, right? Like getting up, going to work, going to school, just trying to hold it all together, then making sure you get this done, you get that done. Your life has been really missing any kind of enjoyment. It's been full of stress, worry, overthinking, and responsibilities. But the fun part has been completely missing for a while. And this is what will shift. Your life will be vibrant again. I see you going out more, doing more of what you love, spending a lot of time with the people that you love and care about. I'm even hearing social butterfly for some of you. And it doesn't matter if you're a complete introvert. This is a period when you are in your social era. And the last thing that I want to say about this soulmate is that they will show you what true unconditional love is truly about. And for a lot of you, I don't think that you've experienced a true unconditional love yet. That's why I really think that for some of you here, this could really be the one, the person you settle down with. This person has such a loving, nurturing energy. But remember that this is a general reading, so for some of you here, there is a significant best friend. For others, this is a significant partner. For some of you here, this could be like 3 best friends and a partner. With the energy that I'm getting here, it's like 1 to 3 significant connections. And for a lot of you, I'm getting that your whole social group will change. With this cross the border, some of you might literally move or start a different job or school, and that will naturally change the social circle that's around you, right? But let's finally get to the rest of your cards so we can get the full picture of what your life is going to be like. Okay, so the next card that we have is Mercury with messages, travel, communication. See, some of you might really move or travel. But what I'm also getting with this card is that one of the significant connections that we've talked about could be someone from a different country. So the next 2 cards, and I say 2 cards because they came out together. We have the Fool and the Magician. And I find it interesting because the Magician is ruled by Mercury again. So that's already your 3rd Mercury card in your reading. Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini, so those could be significant for you. But I love to see these cards for you because this is a brand new version of you, group number 1. This is a huge shift in your mindset. All the devil energy that we saw before, the constant self-doubt and being overly hard on yourself will be gone. This is a fresh new start. I also see that you will realize that you really have what it takes. With whatever it is that you want to do, you absolutely can make it happen. The Magician has all the tools. He's the master manifester. And this is your energy when you get to the other side. I really do see you trusting yourself again, knowing how capable you truly are, and realizing that all those limiting beliefs you used to have were just holding you back. And those type of thoughts will not have power over you anymore. I see you letting go of that old crappy mindset completely. The Magician card is also a major communication card. I'm telling you, this is your social era. I see you going out, meeting new people, and even if you're a homebody who likes to keep to yourself, you will really surprise yourself. For some of you, this feels way bigger than just those significant connections that I already mentioned. There's a group of new people that you're in contact with. This could be work related for some of you. Some of you might enroll in a new course, like studying something, or you might start learning a new language. Some of you could be also really active on social media during this period, but your mind will be super sharp during this period, and I see constant back and forth with communication, networking, and all that. So let's look at the next two cards. I'm gonna take another two because, again, they came out together. So we have peace and pleasure. I love this because even though this period of your life feels way more active and more busy, it's the good kind of busy. It's exciting, it's fun again, it's enjoyable. And you will have the perfect balance in not letting all those new exciting things overwhelm you. Some of you might start meditating, doing yoga, or some kind of spiritual practice. Some of you will have a new morning or evening routine that's sacred to you. That's literally just your time, and this will be so important for you and your inner peace because it's going to recharge you again and make you feel calm. And I also see that you will learn how to quiet your mind and stop your mind from overthinking. Now I know that no one is really ever like 100% perfect at this, but this will feel so much easier for you than it feels right now. And with all these butterflies in the pleasure card, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's little butterflies all over the card. I think that your taste, what you like and enjoy, is going to be quite different from what it is right now or what it used to be. I see some of you are experimenting a little bit and being open to new things, new experiences. Now, this is not for everyone, but for some of you, there is a message that there might be something that you enjoy or like, but for some reason, society made you feel judged for it or like it's wrong. And I do see you embracing it, not really caring what others or society thinks anymore. The example that I'm getting is like same-sex relationship, but of course, it's just an example. Let's see the next two cards now. So we have surrender, I can release my need to control, and we have freedom. So yeah, I do see you feeling free to embrace who you are, not letting other people's judgment get to you anymore. And I also want to mention that when I was shuffling my two astrology decks for you, I would cut the deck on the same cards, like open the deck on the same cards each time that I was about to shuffle. It was the Sun and the Uranus card, and the fact that I got these same cards twice felt significant to me, and I really think that you will have some kind of moment of epiphany. This really feels sudden, and it will be a major breakthrough for you. This will be a major breakthrough in how you see yourself, how you express yourself, because the energy that I'm getting is this carefree energy. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I think this is actually going to feel really refreshing and freeing for you. That's why we have the freedom here as well. I just see you letting your uniqueness shine and not dimming your light anymore. And also accepting things about yourself that you may have struggled with in the past. Whether it's something that you saw as an imperfection when it comes to your physical body, or maybe it was you feeling too old for something. This could again be anything, but I see you accepting certain things that really used to bother you before, or letting that worry go. I see you being like, this is me, this is who I am, and who I am or what I do may not be for everyone, and that's okay. Because in this period of your life, I see you being focused on yourself, on the people you love, on the things you enjoy, and not letting any of the outside noise get to you, or like let it into your space. You can see this protective bubble around you, right? That's what it's gonna feel like. And this is also a time when you don't put as much pressure on yourself anymore. I see you taking things more slowly, feeling more relaxed, and not taking life so seriously anymore. Okay, so the next two cards that we had is the self-reliance with don't be afraid to fly solo. But what I'm hearing is don't be afraid to let your uniqueness shine. This is literally what we just talked about. This is you stepping into your power, being unapologetic about who you are. This is not being afraid to stand out of the crowd, knowing you can make it on your own, and most importantly, that you're perfectly good on your own. This is healing your self-worth. And if you ever feel like you need any external validation, that will go away as well. Okay, oh, and the next card is the power. Two queens coming out for you. So when I tell you that you absolutely have what it takes to do something, you really, really do. It's so crazy to me that you tend to doubt yourself so much because you really have the skills. And with these cards, I can see that you will eventually start seeing that for yourself. You will recognize your own power and your own talents. And wow, okay, I have to bring the card back to you because I just noticed that it has the Mercury sign right here. Can you see that? And the Virgo sign. I don't know what it is about your pile, but Mercury keeps on showing up all over your reading. So again, Virgo or Gemini could be significant. So the next cards, we have Growth with Summer and Trust Divine Time. And what I'm getting with this Summer card is that for a lot of you here, the earlier part of your life or even up until now, it may have felt like you've been in a dark, cold winter. And the older you get, the sweeter the life you will feel. You're finally getting out of the cold winter group number 1. You're slowly entering spring now, and there's a whole beautiful summer waiting for you. I really think that you will enjoy your older days more than the time when you were younger. And I don't mean older as if like when you're 70 years old. For some of you, this could be from when you had 30. For others, this could be from 1 to 3 years from now. Remember, it's a general reading. And you know how for a lot of people, the best years of their life that they love to reminisce on are the younger days. I think for you, my group number 1, it's actually going to be the opposite. I think it has to do with all the Saturn energy that we saw before. Saturn slows everything down and makes you wait, and sometimes Saturn can cause you that you meet the love of your life later in life, or that you find your dream career when you're a little bit older. It can really delay certain things in your life. And I think that that's the case for you. And if any of you resonated with the feeling too old for something or feeling like it's too late for something, I just want you to know that you couldn't be further from the truth. The best years of your life are still very much ahead of you. This will be a time you truly enjoy your everyday life. It's not only about just getting to some goals or getting that dream of yours. It's literally living your dream every day. I just see you being so much happier than you were when you were younger. And with the trust and the divine time here, I think you will start to understand why certain things happen in your life at a certain moments and not sooner. Sometimes we can want something so bad, but if we got it right away, when we were not ready for it, it would just slip away or fall apart. There is definitely divine time at play here when it comes to your group, my group number 1. I do see you finding comfort in this and knowing that the universe, God, or whoever you resonate with has your back, that they will send things or people your way when you're truly meant to receive them. Okay, so the next two cards, we have the Oracle's Gift with Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Some of you are definitely psychic here. The Oracle's Gift card is the card of a clairvoyance, and I love the fact that it came out with Trust. This lets me know that you will be quite spiritual if you're not already. I mean, if you're here, you're probably already quite spiritual anyway. With this, I see you letting your intuition and your inner voice guide you. You will also be seeing a lot of sounds around you that will be confirming what you already know. I also see you having a strong faith and trust that will kind of work like your shield, that will protect you. I think a lot of people who are disconnected from their intuition can be quite vulnerable or can get into some bad situation, but you will be protected in that way. This message kind of reminds me of group number 2. I think there is something happening in the collective where more people will be opening to spirituality and more people will be trusting their own intuition and letting it guide them. Okay, so the next 2 cards we have the higher self with activation and assistance with spirit guides. This is beautiful. Your spirit guides and your higher self are definitely helping you and will be helping you get to this point. You are definitely being protected right now. Even if it may not feel like it, you are. And here, I see you truly connected with your higher self, in true alignment. And that's why there will be so much ease in this period of your life, because you will be on the right path. There won't be that resistance and struggle anymore. I don't think that you're fully aligned and connected with your higher self just yet, but you will be. Meditation could help you with this as well. I really see you having some kind of new sacred spiritual routine, as I already mentioned before. It could be something else for each one of you, but there's something like that. And with these 2 cards especially together, there's a message not for everyone, but for maybe few of you here, that you could have someone who has passed on, who is one of your spirit guides now, and they are so proud of you. I keep on hearing that you're not alone, that they are with you in spirit. I mean, look at this higher self card. It's like your higher self is saying, don't give up. You're doing so amazing. You're almost there. Okay, so the final card we have is the hummingbird spirit with joy. I mean, this card really speaks for itself. This also reminds me of drinking the nectar of life, tasting the sweetness of life. I'm telling you, the most beautiful part of your life is ahead of you. And this is not about reaching some kind of goal or getting some kind of wish. It's not a one-time thing. This life that I see here is living happily every day. I think this is the big contrast between your life right now and the life that you will live when you get to the other side. I feel like right now your days are pretty dark, kind of lifeless, like I'm hearing, like there's no joy, but here I see you enjoying yourself every day. Okay, we also have 2 final messages for you. These are more career oriented. So the first message is the 8 of Pentacles with hard work. We have the 3 of Pentacles with collaboration. And we have the 8 of Wands. And the second message is the Page of Wands with adventure. We have again the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Pentacles again. And finally the 6 of Pentacles. So here are the 2 messages. And first, I definitely see you collaborating with someone. For some of you, this could be more than just one person. This could be several different people or some new team of people that you will be working with. These are not people you have worked with before. And I see you being super excited to get this opportunity to collaborate, to network, because these people really know what they're doing. I see you learning a lot from them, and I'm not surprised that we had all that air energy before, because this is truly way beyond those close relationships that we've talked about. These are new collaborations as well. This is learning, networking, all of that. And if you're right now, if you're working some 9-to-5 job that's not fulfilling you at all, then that's not it. I see something completely different here. Some of you might not be in this career just yet, but this is something that you actually enjoy doing. This is something you really take your time with, because you need the experience to get good at this. That's why we have all the 8 of Pentacles. This is hard work, but it doesn't even feel like hard work. It feels like you're really into it. You enjoy this. So for some of you, this could be getting into some apprenticeship program where you get to learn truly from the best. But for a lot of you, I think that this is a collaboration, working with some new people For others, there is some kind of deal on the table or like contract. This could be you're working for a different company, joining a new team, getting some new project, like a big project, or even being offered a new position. And let me tell you, this is a good deal. We have the Six of Pentacles here. It pays well. And if some of you own a company or you want to start one, this could also be getting a sponsor, someone who will back you up financially. Because I see that because of this collaboration, you will get a lot of traction. I mean, this is literally the second message here, that you will get a lot of traction, more customers, more clients, more sales. Whatever job or career this is, it will really take off with the Eight of Wands here. A lot of people will be interested in your services, in your products, or your work. For some of you, this will take off because of that new collaboration or that new opportunity that you get. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is equal exchange. You will be getting paid really well for this job, as I already mentioned. People truly won't mind spending their money on your services, group number one. So if business is kind of slow now, or you don't even know what job you're supposed to be doing, don't worry, because you will figure it out. And some of you might be really surprised by how fast this will actually blow up. And again, this is not a job that you're dreading to go to. This is something that you enjoy. This is something fulfilling, something really meaningful to you. Like you feel like you have a purpose when you do this. That's why we have the joy card here, right? You're enjoying your everyday life, even your work, because you get to do what you're passionate about. And if any of you struggle with that imposter syndrome, please don't. You are absolutely have the skills. Just keep on going, you will get there. So these are the messages that I got for you. Let's now have a look at what can actually help you get to this beautiful energy and what's currently blocking you from getting to this point. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see, we have two different energies. This is for what can help you, this is for what's blocking you, and this is a separate message. They all came out together, so I'm gonna keep them for later. And this is a lot of cards. I honestly don't even know how I'm gonna fit all of these cards here, but let's try. So first we have physical health with vitality, strength, body image, and balance. This is the root chakra energy, and sorry, I had to cover it up. Next card is creativity, imagination, expression, originality, passion. This is throat chakra energy. We also have wellspring, what are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. We have the pink dolphin, celebration, fun, umbrage, joy, open heart. This is such a beautiful energy, and I'm so glad that you guys have it here. Next is the Hierophant in reverse. And I want to mention that this actually came out together with the Sun as the bottom card energy for the Hierophant in reverse. I'm just going to put the cards wherever right now, and I'm going to adjust them later. We also have Black Bearer, Guardian, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power, help me protect the ones I love, awaken my intuition and guide me. We have creative expression, use your creative gifts and exploration as a way to expand and grow. Let me put it over this for now. We have sanctuary, take time out of the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on a retreat. We have friendship, seek out your soul family. Do you see that? Soul family. Surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. We also have delight, count your blessings and enjoy life, take pleasure in simple things, always expect the best. We have beloved, prepare for your life partner. What did I tell you? Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Love this message. And we have dolphin play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Okay, I'm gonna put it over the other dolphin card for now. We have soulmates. We have dolphin, and this is like your third dolphin card. It says joy. Open the power of joy through movement and play. But let's now have a look at the energy that's blocking you. So first we have home, shelter, safety, nurturing, warmth. This is again root chakra energy. We also have seeing, perspective, truth, knowledge, clarity. We have the throat chakra, spacious, find the opening of your voice and expression. Next is the gentle force, consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. We have sirens, use your voice, expansion, freedom. We have the Hierophant. These two cards came out together, the Hierophant and the Eight of Cups. This is a one message, so I'm gonna keep them together. Not sure where, but we can try. We also have patience. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. This is literally what we said about divine timing. Be patient and play while you wait. Play is here when can help you. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We also have go the distance, and we have round and round. One of them is the bottom card energy. I think the round and round is the bottom card energy for the go the distance. Let me try. Can you see it? I'm gonna adjust the cards in 1 second. Then we have gentleness in reverse. It says, be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. But it came out in reverse. We have compassion in reverse as well. Accept everything as it is and find compassion for all in the situation. And we have anger in reverse as well. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. So I'm gonna adjust the cards and come back. Okay, so I know that this layout is not ideal. It's definitely not aesthetically pleasing to look at all of these cards together like this, but what's important here is the message. So let's get into it. The first thing that I see playing major part in what can actually help you get to the other side is focusing on your root chakra and getting it back into balance, because your root chakra is so important. Like, imagine a tree. The root chakra is basically those roots that are underneath and literally supporting the whole tree, connecting it to the earth. And if something is wrong with the roots, the whole tree will suffer. It cannot be healthy. And that's literally how important your root chakra is. It's your connection to the world. It affects all of your other chakras. For a lot of you in this group, all of your struggles that you've been through seem to have taken a toll on your physical body. And these cards are literally asking you to honor your physical needs. I keep on hearing, slow down, take it easy, rest. There is an energy of needing to slow down. We even have the black bear here, right here. And black bears are known for hibernating and sleeping throughout the winter. This is the same energy that we saw with the balsamic moon. It's about recharging your energy and preparing for the next season of your life. Group number 1, your root chakra seems to be really out of balance, and this has to do with your physical body, your health. Some of you may also experience your body fluctuating a lot lately, some kind of weight gain, weight loss. Or if you feel like you get sick very easily and quite often, that is also a sign. For others, there may be a need to focus on your body image. Do you actually feel comfortable in your own skin? Do you feel secure in your own body or even your environment? For some people here, it could also be your diet that needs attention and making sure that there's balance and that you're really taking care of your body from the inside out as well. It's really important for you to stay away from any kind of extremes, like self-indulgence of any kind, But even following some super strict diets or overdoing it in the gym, over exercising, can be harmful for you as well. This is a time to really listen to your body and what it's telling you. Do you feel energized throughout the day or after you wake up? Do you feel tired or exhausted all day? Are you getting enough sleep every night? Are you having any signs of a burnout? Is there any area where you're pushing yourself too much? Are you overly focused only on the material side of things? Truly focus on what your body is telling you and how you feel. I think a lot of you in this group really need to start making adjustments and start nurturing yourself. And I know this may sound cliche and like everybody says it, but balancing your root chakra is so important for you right now. I mean, the fact that you even picked this group is significant because you chose this dark red crystal, red jasper, and this color is connected to root chakra. Some of you may even struggle with motivating yourself to do anything at all. Blocked root chakra can even show up as having an existential crisis, not feeling like you belong anywhere, feeling super out of place, struggling to relate to or connect to people around you, your friends, your family. Like there's a energy of disconnection, even from yourself and the person that you used to be. So if you resonate with any of the things that I just mentioned, I highly recommend you look into how to properly balance your root chakra. There are some valuable resources out there that can really help you. I would definitely try some guided meditations or listening to root chakra healing music and frequency. Grounding yourself is also important. Being in nature could also help you. And I know that there are also some specific yoga poses that can help you with root chakra activation. Or you can try breathing exercises and meditations. I'm also noticing that we have a lot of cards here mentioning your safe space, your home, and this is all connected to your root chakra. As you can see with the home card, the same color, it's the same energy. And the fact that we have this home card and what's blocking you and sanctuary here and what can help you lets me know that there is something in your home that needs attention as well. Do you actually look forward to getting home? Does your home reflect the person you are or the person you want to become? Do you actually feel safe and good at your home? Like, is your room a place where you feel like you can truly relax? Do you get a warm, positive energy when you walk into your home? Or is there anything in the way? Is there someone in your space that's making it impossible for you to feel good there? For some of you, I'm also hearing like declutter your space. There could be old things in your space that don't hold the best energy anymore, or if there is just too many things in the room, the energy cannot properly flow. For others, it may just be reorganizing your space. What I'm getting is that it's really important that you have a place where you feel truly at home, where you feel safe, and like you can truly relax, let go of the daily stresses and recharge again. Because sometimes when people go through rough times, even the basic things can become difficult and some people can start struggling with keeping order at home. And over time, just coming home can start feeling really stressful. You can start feeling overwhelmed, anxious, just looking at the cluttered space. And then the one and only place that's supposed to be your sacred space, your sanctuary, can become a negative space because you just don't enjoy being there anymore. Now, this will of course not resonate with everyone here, but what I'm getting here is that it's really important for you to be able to have a space that you love to be in, where you feel comfortable and safe. So if you don't have that, make it, create it. If you love to read and you find comfort in books, create a cozy little reading corner for yourself. Or if you like plants, create a little plant oasis at home. Or if you like to meditate, do yoga, some kind of exercise at home, make sure you have a sacred space for that. Some of you might want to create home spa, just anything that's perfect for you personally and that brings you comfort. Just do that because it's really, really important for you, group number one. And for a few of you here, I'm also getting the message that there is someone in your home, whether it's a family member or a roommate, who has a bit of a toxic energy. I'm getting a very dominant, controlling figure, and that's why some of you may not feel safe there, or you may not feel safe to fully express yourself and speak your mind. And this shows up as something that's blocking you. So if you do resonate with this message, it's important that you stay away from this person as much as you can and really protect your energy. Now I know that you can't always do this if you live with the person, but I'm getting set some new boundaries for yourself, for this relationship. Don't let these people overstep your boundaries. Speak up for yourself. And with all this throat chakra coming out, and even the anger card in reverse, some of you are holding back a lot. And you are being encouraged to speak from the heart. Let it all out. I'm hearing speak your piece. For someone here, I'm even getting share your experience. Talk about it when in a safe space or a community that you know can relate to you. It's like you've been holding on to something for a long time, and I can see that it's been causing you a lot of pain. But by letting it all out, you can free yourself and get some kind of closure and feel better and lighter afterwards. For some of you, there is definitely a conversation that needs to be held. Something needs to be said. But of course, take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. For others, I'm getting that you can actually use this build up energy and pain as a fuel. Use it as that driving force for some kind of creative project. Like literally transform those emotions into something beautiful and positive. You hear this all the time with artists, how they create their best work when they channel some kind of dark moment or like their biggest hardships in life, right? And doing something creative can really help you right now. Naturally, each one of you watching this will have different talents and different passions, but the message here is to get back into it. If there is something that you're really passionate about that makes you happy and brings you a lot of joy, there is a big encouragement to keep on going with it. Keep on pursuing this. If nothing's really coming to mind, there is an encouragement to explore and try different things. Because eventually you will find that thing that you're passionate about and that you want to pursue. And it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be just enjoying creating new recipes, playing music, writing songs, books, whatever. It can be creating any kind of art. Dolphins are also connected to spirituality and healing art, so it could have something to do with that. For others, I'm hearing getting to some kind of course, learning a different language, getting a new hobby, whatever. Just follow this spark of excitement. Let it guide you. Do what you love. That is such a big message in your reading group number 1. You literally have so many cards and what can help you about enjoying life, having more fun and joy, following your passions and letting your uniqueness shine. I don't know why, but I keep on getting that some people around you could be a bit judgmental about this or your unique path that you want to follow. But this energy right here is literally not giving a damn about what other people think of you anymore. Not needing that external approval or validation anymore. And once you start following your own calling, it will feel so freeing for you. And I really believe that a lot of you will meet your soul tribe or your significant other while you're out there doing what you love. And these new people coming in will play a big part in helping you get to the other side. We already saw that before, right? But in order to get here, in order to meet them, you need to raise your vibration a little bit. And you do that by being in flow, following your passions, following your calling and your joy. Dolphins are masters at being in flow, and you literally have 3 dolphin cards here. That's super significant. Another thing that I keep on getting is that the goal here is to make your everyday life more enjoyable, more bright, more fun. You've been way too serious for a long time. I think you have closed yourself up to so many things in order to protect yourself from getting hurt, but it's time to let some of those walls down and start enjoying the little things in life again, start living again. You know how sometimes you can be having the worst day and the stress can really get to you? and all of a sudden you meet a friend or you go out and immediately you feel better and some of that weight is lifted off of your shoulders. This is exactly what we need. Really think about your everyday routine, how you spend your days from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. If it's mostly just you doing things that bring you absolutely no joy, no comfort or fulfillment, something really needs to change here. Some of you may also need to rethink your commitments or even responsibilities, because I keep on picking up that there might be something that's no longer in alignment with you and that is just weighing you down. And right now, it's important for you to let go of what you can in order to make space for yourself, in order to heal, to rest, in order to make your days more enjoyable and to finally find some happiness again. Like, if you enjoy being outside, find 10-15 minutes every day to take walks. If you enjoy cooking, create time to have space for that in your routine. If you enjoy creating different makeup looks, dive into that. Or if there's any place you've always wanted to go to, like for example some cute coffee shop in your area, then make some time in your schedule for going there. Just make your life brighter, have more fun. There's also a message of being more spontaneous. I feel like a lot of you here like to have things all planned out and don't like sudden shifts or changes of plans. But opening yourself up to new things and new experiences can also bring some new unexpected blessings into your life. But I also just want to clarify that always just do what you feel called to do and what feels right for you, what feels right in the moment. Trust your intuition. If you feel like you have to force yourself into something, then it's probably best that you don't do it. Like, there can be a period at first, like for like a month or two, when you truly need to just focus on yourself, on healing, or on recovering and getting more energy. And then maybe the period will come where you feel like you're ready to finally follow your passions, do the things you enjoy, maybe go out to that coffee shop. It doesn't have to be that right away you have to start doing this and that. Just trust your intuition, trust your feeling. They will always guide you to the right path. There is also encouragement to spend more time with your loved ones, your friends, or even your pets. And if you don't really have anyone in your life right now, then don't worry, because the right people will come into your life and they will feel like your true family, I'm telling you. And with the 3 dolphin cards that we have here, I'm literally getting those 3 of Cups energy again. I also just noticed that the top dolphin here, this card is number 14 and the soulmates is number 41. Not sure if you can see that. Probably not, sorry for the bad camera quality. But to me, this is significant. It's like that mirroring energy. I love this energy. These are truly balanced connections that are coming into your life. And as you can see is in this soulmate card, these are truly people that you will be able to lean on. Just like this penguin here. These people will stay in your life for a very, very long time. And I feel again called to say that loyalty is coming to my mind. I think I already mentioned it before that these are very loyal people. A lot of penguins made for life, so these people will stay in your life for a crazy amount of time. But let's get back to what's blocking you, because there is a strong message here of letting go of those old limiting beliefs, some kind of old mindset, because it's keeping you stuck and blocking you and your happiness. I mean, look at this. Here in what can help you, we have the Hierophant in reverse with the Sun upright as the bottom card energy. The Hierophant oftentimes represents the traditional views, some old belief systems, and when it's reversed, we need to let go of it. And when we do that, we can access this beautiful Sun energy. Sun energy, Sun, see? The Sun energy is literally like liberating yourself and being happy again, feeling free to shine your light. And notice that here, in what's blocking you, we have the Hierophant again, but this time it came out with the 8 of Cups. It's like this belief system is being represented as these 8 of Cups that are just not fulfilling you anymore. And whatever this Hierophant represents for you, this is not in alignment with you anymore, and you're meant to walk away from it like this figure in this picture. Group number 1, you are being encouraged of letting go of those old limiting beliefs that we talked about in the first part of your reading. And with this specific card here, I feel like for some of you, these beliefs could have been passed on you when you were younger, especially since elephants can represent someone who's older, wise, someone you look up to, like a parental figure, or this could even be a religious person that you respect or respected in the past. The important thing here is that keeping this mindset is holding you back. Like, let's say that you grew up hearing when you get to a certain age, you're too old to do anything, right? Another example that's coming to mind is, let's say that in some cultures, it's really important for a woman to be a mother in the traditional marriage, but this old traditional belief naturally does not resonate with everyone anymore. And this person who grew up in a very traditional culture or family may struggle with self-worth because they don't meet that standard, and they may feel scared of judgment. But with this energy, you're meant to focus on your own happiness and find your own path and live by your own beliefs. This is about choosing yourself, your own happiness, not letting other people's judgment dictate how you should live your life. Now, for others in this group, this doesn't have to come from a culture or another person. This can just be something that you believed or lived by for a very, very long time. Like, let's say a person who's been struggling with eating disorders all their life may have a deep-rooted unhealthy belief that they are only lovable, they are only worthy of love and happiness when they are a certain weight. And if they are over that weight, they don't deserve to be happy. And I know this may sound crazy and strange, but this is actually pretty common between people who struggle with this. And there is just some kind of mental barrier that you're meant to break down and build a healthy new mindset that's not limiting you anymore. There's an energy of finding your own path, forming on your own beliefs, breaking away from the mental chains that were holding you down, like that devil that we've talked about before. And I really think that this is connected to this seeing card here and what's blocking you. There is something you are not seeing clearly. It's like your perception of something is a little clouded. Like, you don't see how good you actually are at something. You don't see your own value or even your own beauty. And you know how nowadays you can use filters on pictures and videos? This energy is giving me you looking at yourself and everything that you do through this super dark negative filter. Some of you might be really critical towards yourself, the work you do, or even your body, and you seriously undervalue yourself. That's another sign of a blocked root chakra, by the way. This is that imposter syndrome, seeing yourself as not capable of achieving something, seeing your work as not good enough and lacking, seeing yourself as flawed and not deserving. This is literally that devil in your mind that we talked about before. Some of you might even struggle with body dysmorphia, your body image. I think you hold yourself to such a high standards that it's just impossible to live up to them, and that when you don't reach or don't fit those super high expectations and standards, it has a really bad effect on you, mentally speaking. And I really don't want to be repeating myself, but we also got the compassion card in reverse here, and the gentleness card in reverse as well. In what's blocking you, this is literally a lack of compassion to yourself, lack of being kind to yourself. And I guess the only thing I can add to this message is, when you're struggling with being kind to yourself, just really think about someone you deeply love and care for, and just ask yourself if you would really talk to them the same way you talk to yourself, and whether you would treat them as harsh as you can treat yourself sometimes. So if you struggle with this, I would try some guided meditations for self-love, something that could also help changing that inner voice in your mind is consciously trying to talk to yourself in a kind way, like in your mind, right? Or even out loud, like there's no one who to judge you, right? But some of you might prefer writing out some positive affirmations about yourself, or even starting your days by repeating those affirmations each morning. There's so many different things that you can do, but this needs to change. You deserve to feel worthy. You deserve to feel good about yourself. Why do I feel like some of you like really don't believe in yourself anymore? This is so sad, but this will shift. The state that you're in is not forever. And this is exactly why I love the fact that we have the round and round card. This is all about cycles. There is a cycle that you've been stuck in for a very, very long time, and you're finally going to break it this time. This is going to be a major breakthrough for you. I feel like there is something you've tried to overcome or change, let go of so many times, but for some reason it was really, really hard for you, and you fell back into the same cycle. This is why we had all that Saturn energy before, because Saturn makes you face the situation head on and learn the lesson and grow from it. You're absolutely going to break the cycle, group number 1. And what can help you with that is being patient and consistent, because this round and round card was the bottom energy for this go the distance card. And what's really standing out to me is that in the area of what's blocking you, we have all these cards talking about the same thing. We have the Gentle Force card. This talks about consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. Then we have the Go the Distance card. This is literally the same thing. It's about endurance, thinking about the long-term thing and taking it slowly. We have another Patience card here as well. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And just look at this card. It shows that there is a long path ahead of this person, right? And when you look at the path as a whole, it can look really intimidating. But when you just focus on this next step, it gets a bit easier. It doesn't feel as scary anymore. The Knight of Pentacles is all about being consistent, putting in the work, being patient, and knowing that you will get there one day. All the work you're putting in will actually pay off eventually. There is definitely a pattern here. This is what we've talked about, that this transition between cycles cannot be rushed. Some of you may want the change to happen quickly, but some things take time in life. So take this time and this transition as investing in yourself. Just a simple example of this is going to the gym, changing your diet. I'm not telling you to go to the gym, by the way. I'm just like, this is example, right? When you do that, you don't see results in a week or two. You see results after a couple of months or a year. So the encouragement here is, please be patient, stay consistent, don't give up. You will pass that finish line. You will literally see the finish line in the go the distance. You will break that cycle. You will get to the other side of this. Just take it one day at a time. Focus on yourself, on bringing more joy into your life. Even if it feels like a chore at the beginning, the more you do it, the more fun and easier it will feel the longer you go. I'm telling you, group number 1, the best years are ahead of you, so don't give up. And just keep in mind that you're a beautiful soul who is worthy of love, happiness, and who is allowed to make mistakes, who is allowed to change, evolve, and grow. And the last thing that I want to show you, group number 1, is these cards that literally fell out of the deck just like this, in this exact order. And this is so wild to me because they literally sum up this whole reading, the energy that we have right here. Let me show you. The first card, oh my god, okay, this is the last card, sorry. The first card we have is replenishment, self-care, giving from place of plenty. This is about you needing to put yourself first, bringing all that energy back to yourself, nurturing yourself. This is like the first energy, right? Then we have the healing lagoon with rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal, it's safe to stop. This is literally what we talked about. You need time to heal, to get your energy back up. Once you do that, we have the cleansing, releasing the old, energetic tune-up, new beginnings. This is letting go of that old mindset, those old beliefs, and all that no longer resonates with you. And once you do that, you will feel so much lighter. That's that freedom energy. Next, we have the Mist. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. This is about following your calling, following your own passions, your own happiness, what you feel called to do. And once you do that, we have, okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, bounteous, with generously given relationships coming together. This is when your soul tribe and your platonic or romantic partner will come in. I mean, you can't make this up. This literally sums up the third part of your reading. Okay, so let's finally get you some comforting messages. I was pre-shuffling these two decks and this card already fell out for you, so I'm gonna keep it on the side. So Spirit, please, can we get some comforting messages from my group number 1, please? Okay, I feel proud to actually take this bottom card. It says, you're still making progress, even on your worst days. Beautiful message. So that's your first card. So, what else do you want my group number 1 to know? So we have, it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. You will succeed in spite of these feelings. Oh, how sweet. I feel like a lot of you are really, really scared of what's out there, what's waiting for you. If there is even something waiting for you, but there is. And we have feeling worried doesn't mean anything bad is going to happen. You're going to get through this fine. You always find a way. How beautiful and encouraging are these messages. I love that. You will absolutely get through this, my group number 1. Okay, that's quite a lot of cards. I want to take this one. Okay, see, you can do the thing. Stop undervaluing yourself. You can overcome this cycle, and the creative thing, you've got what it takes. You will survive this, group number 1. Don't give up. Okay, let's just take these. You are capable. You can do this. Yes, you can. No one else knows what they're doing either. It's all going to turn out fine. I feel like you can be really comparing yourself to other people who you may feel like they have it together, they have it all figured out, and they may be even younger than you, but that is absolutely not true. They didn't know what they were doing either when they started. So don't be so harsh on yourself. It's completely fine to just try something. Let go of any judgment. And the bottom card energy is stay soft. The world may be cold, but we don't have to be. I love this. I feel like you are honestly such a sweetheart, and you are super sensitive to the outside world and even to your own feelings. I feel like you are your own worst enemy in this way, unfortunately, like your own worst critic. But the beautiful thing that I see here with this is that this will not change that part of you, the softness in you, the kindness, your big heart. It will still be there on the other side. Okay, so now this beautiful message that came out to you when I was shuffling is forgiveness. Holding onto the past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so you will reclaim the joy of life. This is exactly what we talked about. There is something you need to let go of. If there is a conversation that needs to be had for some of you, something needs to be let go of. When you do that, you will feel so much lighter, and the happiness will slowly start coming back into your life. So what else do you want my group number 1 to know, please? Spirit, please. What else do you want my group number 1 to know? Peace. Calm your thoughts. Move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. This is so important for you. I'm telling you, like, take time to rest, to rejuvenate. Meditate, like, anything that can bring you to a place of peace, do that. All of this has taken a toll on you physically and mentally, and that's why this peace is so important for you. Next we have, that was fast, oh my gosh, we have the balance card. This is literally what we talked about. Balance, having balance in your life is so important for you. That's that root chakra. It says difference is a necessary part of human evolution, and everything in life is compromised of opposites, which together make life whole. If you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle will be indistinguishable from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Both are necessary. Yeah. So what else do you want my group number 1 to know, please? Is there anything else you want my group number 1 to know, please? Okay. We have prayer. Okay, so my camera shut off, stopped working, so I have to go back to what we were talking about. This is where I stopped, I think. It was the prayer card. It says, Dear Guardian Angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me manifest my dreams and live in an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's, the universe's, your angels' presence in every moment. Help me feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. With this message, I feel like whenever you're really going through it, and when you face yourself with really dark thoughts, turn to your angels, to your spiritual team. We already saw in the previous parts that they are with you. So a little bit of prayer or meditation can really help you, because they will send some calming energy your way, definitely. The next card that we had is action. It says, drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. Look inside of your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goals. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This right here is so important. I feel like your fears are truly standing in your way. Some of you stop believing in yourself because those fears took over. That's the devil energy. This is just the universe letting you know you can absolutely overcome this. It's literally like this card says, being worried, scared, those fears doesn't mean that they're actually going to happen. It's all just the devil playing those scenarios in your mind so that it keeps you stuck, so that it's keeping you from moving and taking action. But please know that you absolutely have what it takes. I think this is connected to that creative project. This is definitely connected to that. There's something you're meant to be doing. Also following your passions, following your joy. And the bottom card energy, I wanted to take it as well, is the breakthrough card. How many beautiful heartfelt wishes have been crushed by fear? I mean, come on. How many times has society's voice of disapproval cast a shadow on your dreams? This is coming in really strongly in your group, and I don't know why. It's like there's someone in your circle who's really judgmental and disapproving of your life, of your beliefs, whatever you want to do, or even how you identify. I don't know why. For some of you, this can again be yourself, that devil in your mind. But it says it's time to break free of these false beliefs and realize your dreams. Allow your heart to guide you. Trust your inner guidance. The time is right. So this is just encouragement to trust your intuition. Allow your happiness, your joy to guide you, group number 1. You will get out of this. You will get to the other side. Don't lose hope. There's so many beautiful things waiting for you. So this is the end of your reading. Thank you so much for being here. And let me know what you want to see next. Hi, group number 2. If you have chosen this beautiful lapis lazuli, then this is going to be your reading. And before I get started, I just want you to know that this reading will have 4 parts. In the first part, we're going to look at your current energy, what's going on with you right now. Now, if this part resonates, then please keep on watching. And if this part doesn't resonate, then maybe choose a different pile, or maybe this video is not for you today. In the second part of the reading, we will look at the energy that you'll be in once you get back to the other side, once you get back into the light, basically. In the third part, we'll look at what can actually help you get there. And in the final part, we will get you some comforting messages from your spiritual team. Okay, so group number 2. Before I even get to your cards, I want to tell you what I've been picking up on when I was preparing your pile. I actually had trouble choosing a crystal for you. I had 3 different crystals laid out and I couldn't decide which one I'm going to choose. I actually had to sleep on it before I picked one of the 3. And this happened only with your pile. I was picking up on a lot of confusion with this pile, a lot of clouded judgment. So some of you could be dealing with a little bit of a haze, fogginess. You could feel really overwhelmed, unsure what to do, what to say with all this blue here. And this could also have something to do with your throat chakra. So this could mean some confusing communication as well. Now what I find interesting is that after I picked your crystal, I shuffled this card for you and we actually got the 7 of Cups. I hope you can see it. We have it with the Pisces and Neptune here. And this to me is just a confirmation of what I was picking up on before. Because the 7 of Cups is all about having too many options, feeling confused, overwhelmed. And with Neptune and Pisces, this is a very watery card. So this could have you feeling really, really emotional right now, or even super indecisive. Some of you might not be sure what to do, which road to take. Some of you could be in a state of staleness, maybe nothing's really moving. You might feel stuck or even lost right now. And also with this card, there are no clear boundaries. So maybe someone could have overstepped your personal boundaries as well. But I don't want to say too much before I actually get all of your cards laid out. So let's have a look at the cards that we have for your current energy right now. Okay, so the first card that we have for you is the Avoidance with Stalemate. And again, I find it so interesting that she has her hair over her eyes. It's like not being able to see. This is so corresponding with the Neptune and the energy that I was picking up on before. So the second card is Closed Off, Guarded, and Resistance. Then we have Detachment with Cold. Next we have the Void with the Dark Moon. I hope you can see this card. It's really bad lighting right now. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so the next card that we have is A Tall Tale. Next we have Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. And how crazy is this that we have this card, because this is the energy that I was picking up on. Next we have Mars with Move Forward and Defend Self. Then we have Water energy with Spirituality, Emotions, Intuition, and Compassion. I'm really getting that this is just representing how emotional you are right now. But then we have the 10 of Swords or the 10 of Clouds with Endings. And finally we have the 7 of Wands or the 7 of Lightning with Defense. Now, as for your current energy, I think that some of you could be going through a dark night of the soul right now. A lot of you are definitely isolating yourself as well, because I see you really turn inwards and in your own world. Now this is where the energy for this group kind of splits, because for some of you I see you really struggling emotionally, being crazy overwhelmed by your emotions and dealing with all that. But there's also someone here who is actually trying to avoid their emotions, like trying their best to detach from their emotions, maybe even numbing themselves in whatever way they can. just so they can avoid facing their emotions because they're just so overwhelming and painful. Someone here could be trying to avoid dealing with some kind of trauma or trying to avoid facing some kind of truth or a reality that happened because there's a level of denial here, not wanting to face something. And also, this tall tale card often talks about being in denial, something being made out, something that it's not, half-truths, and so on. I'm also hearing someone here could be self-sabotaging a little bit because of the trauma, maybe by some form of escapism that may not be really healthy and that can be quite harmful to you in the long term. And also just know that not all of this will resonate with everyone since it's a general reading. So only take what resonates, of course. Now, the one thing that I'm really feeling strongly for you, my group number 2, is that you could be really guarded right now and just wanting to be by yourself. We literally have this card talking about being closed off, being guarded. And you can even see the person wearing sunglasses in the card. I'm gonna bring it closer so you can see. And then what I'm getting with this, or the image that I'm getting with this is, you know, when you spend the whole day crying, but you have to go somewhere, so you put on some super dark sunglasses so that people don't see your puffy eyes. Yeah, that's it. So some of you might want to hide what you're going through from others around you. Now we also have the Mars energy which literally says defend self, and we also have the Seven of Wands with defense. So we already have 3 cards that are talking about the same energy. And the energy of Seven of Wands is that you may feel like the whole world is against you and you're just trying to protect yourself, but you have to protect yourself from way too many people at the same time. And this could have you feeling mentally and physically drained and exhausted with the Ten of Swords here as well. Also, I think that some of you could be quite defensive because we had the throat chakra here, the Neptune and Mars. And this combination makes me think of heated arguments, misunderstandings. Maybe some of you have tried to open up about this previously, but it ended up really badly. Like this person just didn't understand where you were coming from at all. Another thing that I'm picking up on, and this will definitely not resonate with everyone in this group, but there is some weird energy here. Like someone being two-faced, manipulating a situation, a narrative, or the truth. So some of you could be dealing with someone who may have lied to you. I'm getting a little bit of a player energy here. I'm just getting this image of someone who looks very kind and they're smiling and everyone thinks that this is a really nice person, but basically it's all a mask. And underneath this mask, this person is actually really cold and detached. I just see this person being really good at painting you a fantasy, something that's not real and so far from the truth. So some of you could be dealing with someone like that. Someone could have sold you a fantasy and it's really not what you thought it was, or they're not who you thought they were. And that could have left you feeling really hurt. With the Mars here and the Ten of Swords, this person could have stabbed you in the back or even walked away from your life. And I don't think that many of you saw this coming. I also feel called to say that this person could have really overstepped your boundaries. But the thing is that this person just doesn't know right from wrong. I feel like they grew up with no clear boundaries. Like nobody actually taught them what's right and wrong. And this person just doesn't understand. Also, for some of you, this could be a love situation where you could have dealt with someone who had a lot of options or a lot of other people on the side and wasn't honest with you about it. Definitely not a message for everyone, but for someone here, I felt called to say that. Now, with the Ten of Swords, there's an energy of something coming to an end, the need to detach from something or even someone. It's like the situation wasn't what it was supposed to be, and now I just see you stuck in the darkness or stuck in this confusion, and you might not be sure where to go, which path to take, or what to do. So with this energy, I honestly feel like you really need some time for yourself just to rest and to process, to heal from this situation. And if any of this resonated for you, then please keep on watching. I'm going to clear these cards away and I'm gonna come back so we can move on to the second part. Okay, so this is the second part of the reading, where we're looking at the energy you'll be in when you get to the other side of the tunnel, when you get back into the light again. So these are the pre-shuffled cards. I just pre-shuffled them now off camera because I don't want this video to be too long. I'm gonna put them on the side because I want to shuffle these on camera. And I was preparing this file because, as you can see, it's a pretty big stack of cards. And this one already showed up. So we have healing and inner child. So healing the inner child, that showed up for you right away. But I want to get a couple of these cards before we get into these. So Spirit, please, what's the energy that my group number 2 will be in when they get to the other side, once they get back into the light again? So what's the energy? Oh, I love this. So we have 7 of Pentacles with achievement. We also have the Empress with receive. We also have Beyond the Ordinary on the bottom. I do want to take this card actually. Let's shuffle some more cards. So the energy my group number 2 will be in when they get to the other side, please. Okay. So we have feminine, self-worth and expectations. Wow, this is really powerful with the Empress being here as well. Talk about empowerment, feeling empowered. Let's see more. What's the energy? Okay. So we have let it go. Then we have the Enchanted Sea and the Page of Pentacles, skill development. This is interesting because when I look at the bottom of the energy for these 2 cards, it was actually the Page of Pentacles. So this really wants to come out for you, group number 2. And the bottom energy is, wow, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is interesting because in the first part of the reading, we had the water element as well with Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So these placements could be definitely significant for you. Let's get 1 or 2 more cards. So can we get some final cards? Okay. We have twin flames coming through. It's interesting. And the bottom energy, okay, the Ace of Wands with the twin flames. There could be a new person coming in for you, but first let's look at all these other cards that we have, and then I'll get to the message for you. We have realization. Next we have faith. We also have the healing chaos. We have transformation. We also have Neptune with dream and transcend. We have Pluto with transform. We also have the Sun with self-express, embody truth. I also love that we have embody the truth here, because in the first card, the current energy that you were in, it's like it's kind of clouded, it's unclear, there's some avoidance, whereas though here is the complete opposite with the transformation, Pluto energy. It's gonna be like enlightened day from where you are right now. And finally we have Chiron with hurt and heal. Okay, so I'm back, group number 2. I actually wanted to sit with your energy, but I absolutely love the energy that you'll be in when you get to the other side, my beautiful group number 2. First of all, your life will be completely different. This is a night and day difference. We have 2 cards of transformations here, along with Chiron. So this is very healing and very transformative energy. I feel like for some of you, Pluto may be playing the part of the healing chaos or this healing tornado. Some of you might be actually having a Pluto transit right now. And let me tell you, those can be very, very tough. Very tough, very dark, and super transformative and quite life-changing. And once you get to the other side of this transit, you feel refreshed, free, with a clean state again. Almost like you were reborn. And that's what I see you feeling like. All of the darkness that you're in right now will be swept away like this beautiful Plutonian transformative energy. Now the biggest message in this spread is that you'll be healing the trauma that you may have been scared to face. This Let It Go card is all about healing your heart chakra, your emotions, your deep wounds. This card is about forgiveness, forgiving yourself for any way you may have hurt yourself. But this card is also about forgiving others, processing the trauma and finding peace again. I'm also feeling that some of you could be healing some relationship with a mother figure or a grandmother or even some close family member. I'm not sure where this is coming from, but there's this forgiveness here. The energy of letting go of it all and any resentment you may still have and finding peace again. And you know what? This is honestly why I've decided to make this reading. So that you can know that even though you're really going through it right now, you will eventually come out on the other side. You will eventually heal. So just know that there is a big healing energy here. So any childhood wounds, things you've been carrying all your life, this is what will transform in your life, because I see you actually facing this. All this pain from the past, facing the harsh reality you have to go through, processing the trauma and healing from it. And mainly forgiving yourself and others and finding peace again. So this is that Plutonian tornado that cleanses and heals. And yes, it may leave you with some scars, but those just come with life and we all carry some of those. Okay, I'm also hearing the impossible is made possible. So what you thought was impossible for you will actually manifest and become your reality. And this will completely shift your mindset. Group number 2, I actually see you having faith again. I think that a lot of you kind of lost hope or started to doubt that anything good could happen to you. Some of you could have even started doubting yourself. But this will all shift because there is something big that is manifesting in your life. And you're not even expecting this at all. I feel like most of you had some kind of dream, but no matter how much you've tried to make it happen, nothing ever happened. But it's finally happening. It's like this gift from the universe. We even have the receive card on the Empress and the achievement on the 7 of Pentacles. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is a very slow-moving card. So for most of you, I feel like you've had some kind of dream for a long, long time, like years. Some of you could have even had this from when you were little. And let me tell you, group number 2, this dream of yours coming true will be even better than what you could have imagined. And of course, it's a general reading, so it will be different for all of you. For some of you, this could be some kind of dream job, dream career. With the Pentacles here, with all these Pentacles cards and Venus. Venus rules the Empress, so it could be related to art as well. It's a very earthly bound. So maybe some kind of tangible physical dream, like for example, getting your dream house, your dream car. There's so many things that this could be. And also, aside from this dream of yours that's manifesting, I can see you getting into some new field, like something you've never tried before, but maybe you've had it on your mind before. This could be learning some kind of new skill, picking up a new hobby that you're really passionate about. Some of you could start taking some classes. Some of you could be starting some new side business or a new creative project. For some of you, this could very well be something to do with spirituality, astrology, divination, anything in this field. But of course, it's a general reading, so only take what resonates. Another thing that's coming in very strong is that you'll be stepping into your divine feminine energy. And it doesn't matter if you're a guy or woman, we all have feminine, masculine energy inside us. We're a mix of both. And in this period of your life, you'll be fully stepping into your feminine energy. We literally have so many cards that are pointing to this. And I also think that your crown chakra and your third eye chakra will be really activated, and you will be getting a lot of downloads, because I see you being in complete flow with the universe, truly just following your intuition as well, listening to that inner voice that you have. You will also have this sense of security, like you may not know where you're heading, but that's okay, because deep down you know, and you can feel it deep in your soul that you're on the right path. Because right now there's a lot of heavy, dark, foggy energy around you. But when you get to the other side, I just see you feeling very safe and secure in who you are and the choices you make. I also see you very carefree in the best way. Like you feel very free to explore new places, new hobbies. If any of you have wanted to travel, do you see that happening for you with all these cards? We have so many water cards, the Neptune, the Uncharted Sea, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. This is definitely possible for you. I'm just getting some brand new beginning for you. Some of you could even move to a different country. Some of you could travel the world, because I see you exploring new places. And with this compass on the Uncharted Sea, I see you listening to that inner compass that you have. Like, let's say there's been a country that's been calling you for years, that you've always liked, and you always felt called to visit one day, but you never really got to it. The energy that I'm picking up on is that one day you wake up and you just get this download, like, now is the time, let's do it. And you book your flight that day, right? You follow your intuition. And I know some people might say, oh, well, that's dumb. You need to plan it out first. And yes, you do, but at the same time, some people can overplan forever, and they just keep on waiting for the right time, and the right time just never comes because they never actually take action. But I really want to get back to the feminine energy that you'll be in. First of all, I see you putting yourself first, taking care of yourself first before taking care of others. Because some of you could be really overgivers and just putting others first, giving to others first before you give to yourself. And I feel like some of you could be ending up feeling really, really drained. So this is shifting as well, because I see you taking care of yourself and your mental and physical health and having a really nice self-care routine. I also see a big shift in how you see yourself, how you value yourself. You will honestly have so much appreciation for who you are, all that you've been through. This is a really big shift in your self-worth. And for some of you, this is actually quite new to you, because I remember these two cards came and this was on the bottom. So maybe some of you didn't have a proper figure that would teach you this when you were little, but I do see you doing a lot of inner work, especially when it comes to your self-worth. Basically, your relationship with yourself is healing, and it's like you're starting over when it comes to your relationship with yourself. I see you being more kind to yourself as well. This can be as small as a positive self-talk, because I think we're all guilty sometimes of being very negative towards ourselves in our mind. And at the end of the day, it's like, who do you really have? A lot of us are actually by ourselves a lot of time of the day, and if we are being negative towards ourselves all the time, it can be very, very draining and just really not good for us. And I've noticed this in my life, that I actually started to practice positive self-talk, and of course it doesn't always work because we all get stressed and frustrated and all of that. But honestly, when you have no one around you, you're the only person that you have. And being kind to yourself is so important in that moment. Even comforting yourself sometimes, it's completely okay, and actually it can help you feel better. So, okay, back to the reading. So this is actually what I can see for you. Little shifts like this. Brand new, beautiful, healthy relationship with yourself. And also, this is connected to the fact that you will not let anyone overstep your boundaries anymore. If you ever let that happen in the past, it's not happening ever again. And if there are any toxic connections in your life right now, I see that leaving your life with this healing chaos and the let it go. These people will leave your life for good, because I'm hearing drama free. So your life will be drama free. This is going to be a more peaceful, enjoyable period in your life where you surround yourself with honest, kind, and authentic people. Okay, so let's now finally... Okay, I saw 2121, which it gives free and free. So to me, this is like creation of something new, birth of something new. Interesting, because I'm literally about to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the Twin Flames card. And I know a lot of people have this love and hate relationship with this term, so I'm not even going to use it. For me, what's really important here is that this card actually came out with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And this combination is very, very healing for me. And it's really giving a very healing, very passionate new relationship. There is definitely a brand new person coming in with a love offer. And let me tell you, group number 2, this could be a very, very healing relationship for you. Now, if you are already in a happy relationship, then this could be your bond deepening even stronger. If you want children, this could be the birth of your child. But this energy is like falling in love all over again. It's a brand new spark, or it's the energy of renewing your vows again. I see you starting a brand new chapter with your partner, but that's only if you are in a happy relationship now. If you're single, then there is someone brand new waiting for you on the other side. And I see you falling in love again. This is someone you can trust, someone who inspires you and vice versa. I even see you healing your intimate life. If you ever had any insecurities about that, this person will help you heal that. This could also be someone quite different than who you're used to dating or who you dated in the past. With the uncharted sea next to it, they could be literally from a different country or different culture. They could even physically look different from your usual type, but this is someone who will help you heal. And I see a pure loving bond here with a lot of passion. And if you want children in the future, then this could definitely be the person you end up having kids with, because we have a lot of cards here signifying pregnancy. So just know that. And please know that if you don't want children at all, then just ignore this message and only take what resonates. Also, if you are dealing with any financial struggles right now, I do see you doing financially well with the Empress here, because I see a period where you are able to take care of yourself, treat your loved ones as well. Like, the Empress is very comfortable with her lifestyle. But again, this could take some time. And I also think that whatever you start just for passion, this could turn in the long term as a financial path for you as well. This could bring you some finances. Also, I really do see you happy again, group number 2. Even if it may feel really hard to believe right now, you will be happy again. Empress with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands is such a beautiful energy. This is all about starting over, starting fresh with a clean state. Empress is also, like, we have a lot of earth energy here. So I could see you being outside more in nature, or with your loved ones, with your animals maybe, or being by the beach as well. If you live by the ocean, I couldn't see you like being on the beach, enjoying yourself, reading a book. This is a very calm, peaceful life that I see here. Also, this is kind of a random message, and it will definitely not resonate with everyone, but some of you might be involved with some charity or some amazing project that helps women or children who have the same trauma as you. And because you've already been through it, you processed it, healed, and came through on the other side, I can see you being super compassionate with those who are going through it right now. You honestly, group number 2, you have such a nurturing, loving, kind energy. I see this beautiful compassion inside of you where you just want to help and hug the people who are going through it because you've been there. So I do see you involved in something like that as well. Okay, so now that we checked the beautiful energy that you'll be in when you get to the other side, let's have a look at what can actually help you get there and what may be actually blocking you from getting there. So I'm going to clear the space and come back. Okay, so group number 2, as you can see, we have 2 different piles of pre-shuffled cards. Here we have what can actually help you get back into the light, and these pre-shuffled cards will let us know what's currently blocking you. So let's have a look. So the first card that we have is the Crown Chakra. Next we have forgiveness with letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. Next we have birth mysteries with what are you being called to create. Next we have ride the waves, life lessons and growth. You will get through this. I love the fact that it says that you will get through this, because you will. And I honestly wish I could give you a hug, because this card has a heavy energy to it. It speaks about how the most kind and compassionate people often had to go through some really dark moments in their life. And this card is about riding the wave back to yourself out of the darkness. And even if you fall, to keep on trying, because eventually you will get back to the calm waters again. So let's see more cards before I get into all the talking. Next we have the womb with the number 22 in reverse. Next we have the Six of Wands. And I just want to let you know, this is actually the bottom energy of the womb card. And these two cards are the bottom energies of these two cards up here. So the Six of Wands. Next we have the Judgment card. I mean, talk about empowerment and spiritual awakening. It's all here. And finally, the Three of Wands. This was again the bottom energy for the Judgment card. Now this card is kind of dark, so I hope you're able to see this. Okay, let's now have a look at the energy that's blocking you right now. So first we have the Lovers card in reverse. The bottom energy for this was the Ten of Wands. Next we have the Four of Cups. And I remember this because this came out together with two other cards. It's gotta be these two. It was the Four of Cups together with the Seven of Cups and the Page of Pentacles in a reverse. So this is one message. On the bottom for these three cards was the Death in reverse. And we have the On-Call, or I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. I honestly don't know how to pronounce this. With the Healer, Seer, Priestess, Priest, Soul Purpose. We also have the Waterfall with Inner Power, Unbridged Confidence, and Claiming Your Place. Next we have the Throat Chakra. That's literally what I was picking up with the blue here. Blocked Throat Chakra. Next we have the Choice card with Free Will, Courage, Willpower, and Change. And then we have Gut Instincts with Intuition, Knowing, Sensing, and Trust. Then we have Inner Child with Playfulness, Lightheartedness, Innocence, and Wonder. And notice how the Inner Child is here again, and we had it here before as well. See, we had Healing Inner Child, and now we have in the energy that was blocked, the Inner Child. This beautiful light energy, it's blocked right now. And finally, we have Visualization with Imagination, Focus, Experience, and Manifestation. Okay, so this is the best way I could put the cards so that they all fit in the frame. And honestly, before I shuffle these cards for you, I wanted to first talk about what can help you and then get into the energy of what's currently blocking you. But these two energies are so intertwined with each other that I just can't do that. So please bear with me and just know that we will get to everything. I might just be jumping from one thing to another. Now, first of all, I love the fact that we have the Crown Chakra card here as what can help you, because in the previous part, I was mentioning how once you're back into the light again, your Crown Chakra and your third eye chakra will be fully activated and that you'll be getting a lot of downloads, right? I think a lot of you currently have your crown chakra blocked, because when you have your crown chakra blocked, you can feel this overall confusion, which I was really picking up on right from the beginning of your reading with all that Neptune energy and the Seven of Cups. And when you have your crown chakra blocked, you also feel really lost in life. And other signs can be feeling really depressed, isolating yourself, or having a lot of headaches, insomnia, dealing with anxiety and fear, and so on. And it seems that your life is really out of balance right now, and that's part of what's blocking you. So what can really help you is focusing on your crown chakra and getting it back into the balance. Because I think that for majority of you, you still have it blocked right now. And that's why all of these downloads and gentle nudges from the divine are not coming through to you. And this stood out to me right away as I look at these cards. It's one of the loudest messages here. Notice how we have the birth mysteries card with the baby that's still in the womb right next to the card that has the womb literally in reverse. And this, by the way, is one special card in this tarot deck, and the other tarot decks don't have it at all. So what are the chances that you would get this combination, right? But this is such a clear message to me, with the birth mysteries card being all about having some kind of inner calling to create something, and the womb being in reverse here is letting me know that your calling is not getting through to you right now because of the blockage in your crown chakra. It's the darkness you're surrounded by, the heaviness of the situation, just too overpowering. And the image that I'm getting is you inside of this dark cloud that's fully surrounding you like a ball. And I see the universe, your spiritual team, and even your higher self trying to get through to you through the darkness, to send you messages and to guide you, but that dark cloud is too strong. And even if some messages get through it, it all gets tangled up in the darkness, and when it finally reaches you, it's kind of confusing. It's like you can't hear the message properly. That's what I'm getting. And you can even see it with this Four of Cups. You can see that there is something being offered to you with this beautiful full cup. It's literally calling for your attention, but you're not even seeing it because of the darkness you're in and these cups that you've lost. There's just this energy of numbness, hopelessness, and I see you stuck in this energy. There is something in your life that is really out of balance right now, and we need to balance it out again. And if any of you resonated with the message of escapism, dealing with some kind of addiction or something that's not quite healthy for you, and that has a bad impact on your physical and mental health, this really needs to be dealt with. And I say this with so much love. I just don't want to see you struggling like this anymore. And also the universe, the divine, or whoever you resonate with is trying to let you know that all the answers are within you. That's why we have the card that here that literally says, you will get through this. Once you open your crown chakra and the energy starts flowing again, you will be able to access all the downloads, and over time I see you finding all the answers within yourself. I really see you surprising your own self, my beautiful group number 2. And one thing you can do is look up some guided meditations for healing and activating your crown chakra. I think that it could really help you. Or they also have some crown chakra healing sounds on YouTube. And if you listen to it every now and then, it could be quite helpful for you, especially if you listen to it with headphones. Now, of course, only do what you feel called to do, but I think that this is something that could really, really help you. Because, look, we even have the on-call card, or whatever it's called. And this beautiful energy that it represents is blocked. As you can see, she has this little crescent moon right on top of her crown chakra. It's like she looks like she's channeling. She's one with the divine, and that's what I see you in once you get to the other side. But right now, this is the energy that's blocked. This card is yet again about your soul purpose. And if you don't believe me, let me just show you what it says in the guidebook here. It's right here at the end. It says, how can you answer the call of your soul to the fullest expression today? The message that there is a calling that you have and you're not hearing it is just super loud in this reading. Also, the fact that we have the on-call card in what's blocked is a double confirmation of the birth mysteries and the womb being in reverse here. And I'll tell you right away why it's connected. This on-call card is when a mother's water doesn't break and the baby is born still in the amniotic sac or in the water sac, right? So again, we already have 3 cards with the same message here, and that's why I keep jumping from one thing to another, because it's all connected. And all of these cards keep saying the same messages. Also, this calling that you have, this is something that's really meant for you, group number 2. And it's connected again to the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles that we saw before. This is something that you've been trying to manifest for the longest time. It's something creative. With the Empress, the birth mysteries, it's like imagine someone planting the seed of a tree and doing all the right things, picking the perfect spot with a lot of sunlight, making sure the soil is full of nutrition, and they keep on watering it, but for months nothing happens. The sprout is just nowhere to be seen. So this person tries again with another seed, does the same thing and the same result, right? There's no sprout coming out of the ground, and this person just gives up, completely defeated, feeling like they just can't make it work. And the thing is, this person did everything right, but it just wasn't the right season. This is just a metaphor, but it's the energy that I'm getting. There's something creating that's been calling you, especially in the past, because I feel like right now the callings are not fully getting through. But I think that because you didn't see any results or any success in the past, I think a lot of you have given up on this. But you are absolutely meant to find your way back to this. Listen, you have the freaking Six of Wands here. This was the bottom energy for the womb card in reverse, right? And the Six of Wands is finally seeing the progress of your efforts and it turning into a real success. That's why we had the achievement on the Seven of Pentacles, right? Because yes, this will take time, way longer than you thought, but there's an inevitable success waiting for you at the end. But I honestly don't think you realize how big this could be for you. With the Judgment, the Six of Wands, I think whatever this is will actually influence a lot more people than you think. It's like more people will appreciate whatever this is. For example, this could be you feeling called to be a singer all your life, or you being called to be an actress all your life. Or some of you might feel called to write a book of poems or become a content creator or some kind of healer. It could be so many different things. But I'm telling you, this is meant for you, group number 2. So please don't give up, my beautiful pile number 2. There's so many cards here that are asking you to try again. Because the Four of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse is the energy that's blocking you right now. And that's the energy of giving up. It's a lack of commitment. And it's also an energy of you feeling like you're just not good enough or just doubting your skills. But this is so untrue. This is just an illusion. Your mind playing tricks on you. You really have all the potential. It's all in you. Now, some of you might be stuck on which road to take. The Seven of Cups is being confused because there's so many options and you don't know which to choose or which road to follow and which road will get you to the dream of yours. And when it comes to this, trust your intuition, group number 2. Trust your gut instinct. And once you know what to do, just stick to it and commit to it. Honestly, I feel like there's been divine timing at play here. And that's why it didn't go well in the past. But I'm telling you, it's about to be your time. And that's why this is going to feel so much easier this time around. And this is going to manifest for you. This is literally meant for you. But the advice here is to trust your intuition when it comes to this. Follow it. Make small goals for yourself. Get excited again. Just like when you first felt that burning desire to make this dream of yours happen. And I really think that this will help you build up your confidence again as well. And speaking of confidence, we also have the Waterfall card here. This is about claiming your place, stepping into the leadership energy and taking control of your life. It's also about being empowered, which is all connected to that Empress we saw before. So if there is anything that will help you feel empowered and confident, do that. Also, with the Judgment and the Three of Wands, and even the Choice card here, let go of any fear of what other people may say or think about you. This is your life. Only you know what's best for you. I feel like some of you might be scared to put yourself out there, or you might be scared to change something, to let go of something, or to leave something or someone behind. But at the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you. The Three of Wands is the energy of the Sun in Aries, and this is what will help you get out of this tunnel. It's about a fresh new start, and with all the black in this card, I can see that it's a scary new beginning for you. But I think that most of you have known deep down for quite some time that this is the only way, that you need to do this. But I keep on picking up on a lot of resistance and a lot of fear of what's going to happen once you face something, once you address something, once you put yourself out there, or once you make a step forward, or even end a negative cycle. There's a fear of what's out there. I keep hearing, what if there's nothing out there for me? So some of you might be really scared of the unknown, but don't be. Embrace it. Connect with the divine, with God, with your higher self, or whoever you resonate with. You had the uncharted sea, the beyond the ordinary, and the faith in your reading before. All these cards show that once you're on the other side of this, you will be actually embracing and enjoying being in the unknown. I see you having such a deep and strong connection to the divine, to God, the universe, once you're on the other side. I mean, if you're not into spirituality right now, or faith right now, this will definitely change for you. I see you going through a big spiritual awakening, and this is the energy of your crown chakra being completely open. You will have that inner compass, that inner trust and faith that you're exactly where you're meant to be. I think that deep down, you know that there's more to life than what you can see in the 3D, because I see you living in the moment with a sense of purpose again. And this is actually another sign of having your crown chakra blocked by being stuck in the past or projecting for the future and not living in the right now. So what can really help you right now is starting to learn to embrace not knowing how things will turn out. Just let all of that worry in your mind go. And I know it's really hard, but just take it one day at a time and focus on right now, at the present moment, and what can make you feel better right now. And also, learning to have faith again is really important on your journey. If nothing else, have faith in your higher self, that it's guiding you out of this situation, because it definitely is. And notice how we have the death in reverse here. And that's the resistance to change, to let go, to stop the cycle and start fresh. And here we have what will help you get to the other side. It's the Judgment, which is all about transformation, ending a cycle and starting new. It's that Plutonian fire that burns all that negativity and toxicity out of your life. All that needs to go is burn in the fire and you're reborn. I mean, look at her. She's literally walking through a trail of fire unburned because she's being reborn and rising again into her full power. She's letting herself free of all the weight and burdens that she's been carrying and freeing herself. This is the Pluto energy that we've been talking about before. And what's wild is that this card is actually connected to Pluto. I mean, you can't make this up. This is a major transformation that helps you come out to the other side of this, feeling like you were born again. You are truly meant to rise above this, my beautiful group number 2. Right now, it's all about you having the courage to take the first steps, especially with the Three of Wands, the choices, with courage and change and the willpower to make the first step. And speaking of taking the first steps, we have the forgiveness card here. And I know this word alone can be triggering for some people because forgiveness is a strong word. And I know that a lot of people struggle with forgiveness. Some people are able to forgive quite easily and quite fast, but others might take a really long time. And then there's other people who are not able to forgive at all. And whichever category you fall in, Just please know that this card is just asking you to start the process of letting go of all the burdens that you've been carrying. This is not about you needing to forgive something or forgive someone 100% and then you can finally heal or feel better. This is definitely not what this card is about. This card is only asking you to let go of whatever you can right now. And it's also asking you to be kind to yourself, to have compassion with yourself. If any of you are blaming yourself for making some mistakes or even for the situation that you're in, please just stop. Don't blame yourself. We all make mistakes sometimes. We all mess up sometimes. We choose the wrong person sometimes. It's okay. It's all just part of being human. We all learn and grow through making mistakes. And also, this card is really connected to the heart chakra. I feel like some of you might literally feel like there's a huge rock that's been sitting on your heart, and this needs to be released. That's why we have the letting go here. And it is not easy. This takes time. I mean, we are all different and we all process and deal with things differently on different timetables, and that's fine. Give yourself the time you need to process this. Give yourself the permission to express what you're feeling in any way, shape, or form that you need. Don't force anything, but at the same time, don't hold anything back. If something keeps resurfacing and you keep pushing it back down because you're scared to face it or deal with it, give yourself the permission to feel it, to face it. Don't hold it in. Don't ignore it anymore. The more you block it, the more damage it can cause you. And if you do this long term, this could literally cause you some health problems. Because some diseases can literally start from the emotional and mental blockages that we store in our bodies. So processing it can be very healing, not just mentally and emotionally, but also for our physical health. And let me just give you an example. When I started processing my own trauma, I cried and I screamed because for a long time, I was not even allowed to speak, let alone express myself or my pain. So what helped me was listening to music and having it on super loud, and I was literally screaming the lyrics out loud while crying at the same time. Another thing that helped me was lifting heavy weights with my headphones in and again crying at the same time. Like, it literally sounds crazy, but who cares? Just do whatever that helps you. If you feel like you need to go run in the woods while screaming, do that. If you feel like you need to throw and smash some tableware, like some old plates, do that. Just as long as you stay physically safe, do whatever that helps you channel and process that build up energy from the trauma, the pain, anger, and all kinds of emotions you've been holding deep inside. Let it all out. And yes, this is really, really messy, but it needs to happen. And I promise you that once you go through this stage, you'll feel so much lighter. And all of the energy that's been stuck and blocking you will start flowing again. And that's what we need. Look at this forgiveness card. You can see the rainbow finally coming through. After there was a huge storm represented by these dark clouds in the corner. And this will feel so freeing once you let it all out. But please keep in mind that going through this stage cannot be forced. And if you're not there just yet, it's okay. But when it comes, don't hold it in. Let it all out. Process it. Face it. That's what this messy stage is all about. Now, I feel like most of you have been holding all of this bottled up for a long time. So I think that for a lot of you, this is going to come naturally. Like, you can actually access these bottled up feelings if you want to. But for some of you, it will still take some time before this messy stage comes. And that's okay as well. Remember that this is a general reading, and some of you are still at the start of the tunnel, and some of you are already halfway through, and some of you are almost at the end. So whichever stage you're in, do whatever feels right for you. But once you let it all out, you will start feeling so much lighter, feeling like you can breathe again, and that's so important for you. This is why we have two cards here of healing your inner child. This is a very deep transformation that you're going through, and I'm telling you, once you're on the other side, you'll feel so much lighter. I mean, look at her. There's a sense of freedom, and even here, both of these cards, you can see the sense of freedom and excitement about life again. And I just love that for you. Okay, I just look at the timer. It said 45:45. And those are mirroring energies. And the crazy thing is, I was literally just about to talk about the Lovers in reverse, because this really needs to be addressed. This card, along with the Choice card, is in the area of what's blocking you right now. And this is literally screaming, you're not choosing yourself right now. You keep on making some kind of choice that is not good for you at all. The Lover's card often talks about other people, but it's also about choices and the fact that you're choosing others over yourself, especially when it's reversed, which we have right here. And that's exactly why we had the Empress in the center of your reading, of your energy once you're back in the light again, because one day you will be putting yourself first. But right now, you're not. That's why we have the Lover's card in reverse here. Ask for what's currently blocking you. Now, of course, this is general reading, so for some of you, this could actually represent you putting someone else first to your own detriment. I mean, look at the Ten of Wands here. Look at all the heaviness that you're carrying. This is mentally and physically draining you. And this is absolutely not okay, my beautiful group number 2. All of this burden that you're carrying all by yourself could literally destroy you. I mean, look at this lady. She's climbing this rocky mountain, and she could slip on this rock any moment and fall down, and we don't want that. We want you to let go of all the burden and safely come back to yourself, because this is a complete burnout energy, and this is blocking you right now. That's why we even have the letting go card here with the forgiveness. For what can help you get back into the light again is because you cannot keep going like this. You're only hurting yourself. For some of you, this can be some toxic relationship. The Lovers in reverse can sometimes also signify an unhealthy, unbalanced dynamic and lots of codependency. It's putting your own happiness, your own values to the side in order to please the other person. But while you're breaking your back trying to please the other person, you're completely forgetting about yourself. And with the Ten of Wands as the bottom card energy for the Lovers in reverse, this is representing you doing all the work in the relationship because you're the only one trying. It's like you're putting out all the fires that the other person makes, and they literally don't even care. Look at the tall tale. This person is only pulling your strings, manipulating you, and lying straight to your face like this Pinocchio figure. It breaks my heart to see this because I can see that you're such a caring, giving person, but you overdid it to your own detriment. So please start putting yourself first again. Don't let these people suck you dry. Start putting yourself first. You deserve it. Put yourself first, because unless you do that, no one else will. We also have the throat chakra here for what's blocking you. So some of you might be holding back a lot of what you want to say, but you need to speak up. You need to stand up for yourself. Tell the toxic people off. You deserve the best there is. Don't ever forget that, my beautiful pile number 2. So the advice here is to start making better choices for yourself. You can ask yourself, are the current choices you're making in alignment with the best version of yourself? Are they aligning with what you truly want and with what's best for you? With the Lovers in reverse, your life is out of balance, so do anything that can help you restore it again. This can be little things such as going to sleep at the same time every day, making sure you get enough of sleep, or this can be balancing out your diet, balancing out how much time you give to your work, making sure you're not overworking yourself to exhaustion. Or this can be making sure that you're not only there for other people, but that you also have time for yourself. There's just something that's stealing your energy. And of course, this will differ for each of you, but you're being encouraged to do anything that will help you restore balance in your life. Another message that's coming through is when something happens that's out of your control, try not to react in the moment. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths and center yourself before responding to the situation. And trust me, I know it's hard. I struggle with this myself too. And it's okay if it sometimes doesn't work out. We are all human. Also, some of the last messages here of what can help you is making a vision board for yourself. For some of you, what can also really help you is, again, being kind to yourself through words of affirmation, and definitely meditations, connecting to your higher self, to the divine, visualizing yourself happy again and living your dream life. For majority of you, what will truly help you is just doing what you feel called to do in the moment. That's how you slowly build up confidence in trusting your intuition. All of these things can help you get to the other side of this. Okay, so now that we've got this part covered, let's get you some comforting messages from your spiritual team. I'm just going to clear the space and come back. Okay, we're back. So I was actually trying to shuffle these cards on camera, and I did, but my puppy was going crazy, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go with that recording. If not, then I'm just gonna show you right now what the cards are. So these are the comforting messages from your spiritual team. So let's have a look. So first we have, it's okay to be afraid, but as much as you can, please try to act from love rather than from fear. So next we have, let's just deal with today. You can deal with tomorrow. This is again talking about being in the present moment. Forget tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. When you're there, you're there. The power of the present moment is really, really important for you. And notice how this little mouse has like these clouds all over it. This makes me think that it's like the changing sky. Like right now it's so cloudy. 1 second it's sunny, 1 second it's dark because there's a lot of clouds. And that's what I'm getting with this mouse here. Each day is different. And you can't change the weather. You can't change what tomorrow will bring. So let's just deal with right now, with today's weather, with what you can actually work with. So the next card that we have is self-care, the crap out of life, and you'll get through okay. I absolutely love this message. This is that Empress energy. Put yourself first, nurture yourself, pamper yourself, do whatever that makes you feel good. That's so important for you right now. So next we have, it's your weirdness that makes you wonderful. Super love this card. Stop worrying about what other people think. You are you, you are magical, you are wonderful. And all that matters is your happiness, your well-being, your peace. Sex Spirit is recognizing how special and how unique you truly are. So next we have, today is a brand new day and you are a brand new you. Good luck. I love this message because this is giving me again that don't give up and try again. Each day is a new chance. Each day is a brand new beginning. Okay, so the next card is, whatever you manage to do today will be enough. This is about the consistency and just doing small little things each day. They will eventually help you build up confidence, build up consistency and all of that. Just do what you can each day. Next we have, sometimes it feels like the horrible feeling will never end. It's important to hold on and wait it out because it never lasts. Please know that you will eventually get out of this. You will feel better. This will not last. Trust me. The universe is really stressing this. Like, please know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You will get out of this. This horrible feeling, the darkness that you're in will not last. And finally, we have, you are doing enough. It's going to be okay. I love this message for you. Just be kind to yourself, please. Things will turn out well again. And it will eventually be okay. I just feel like you really need your sleep. You need your rest with all these sleeping cats. So let's now get you some more messages from your spiritual team. So what do you want my group number 2 to know? Oh my God, we have forgiveness. Holding on to the past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so you will reclaim the joy of life. This is so freaking true, and this is literally what we've been talking about. Let it go. It's only harming you. This is so incredible. I love the fact that we have this here. So, okay, we have oneness. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been physical parting, spiritually, those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. So this might be a message for some of you who may have lost someone, who may have separated from someone, but take it as this resonates, of course. So what are the messages do you want my group number 2 to know? Okay. We have a lot of cards. Your spiritual team clearly wants you to know a lot, but we're just gonna take this one that is actually flipped. It's compassion again. It says, dearest one, be compassionate toward yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. Oh my god, this is the freaking Empress energy. So please, just honor yourself, your body, your mind. Be kind to yourself. You've been through so much, and you deserve kindness and love and compassion. So please know that. And it literally fell like on top of the self-care message right here, right? Okay, I'm taking this card. Because we have guilt. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love, so that you may embrace ever greater sphere of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. This is what I was trying to tell you, but I'm glad that your spiritual team came through and gave you this message as well. Please know that you've done nothing wrong. And you don't need anyone's approval to feel worthy, to feel like you're good enough, because you are good enough as you are right now. Just know that. Okay, so let's get you some more cards. What do you want my group number 2 to know, please? What do you want my group number 2 to know? Okay, it says, guardian angel, trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. So first of all, your spiritual team is with you. They're protecting you and watching over you. This is about the perfect timing. I really believe that your time is about to come. This is why in the past that dream just didn't manifest. It just wasn't the right time. And I know that for our reading mind, it's really hard to understand, like, why is it not the right time for something? But the universe just does things its own way, you know. And I'm telling you that there's a big manifestation coming to you. Big manifestation. So let's get more. We have a prayer here. It says, and it's okay if you don't believe in God or if you're not spiritual, just ignore those parts and just take it as it resonates. But the prayer says, dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully with within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. Can you feel how it's connected to this reading, to the crown chakra being fully activated? Because this is about not projecting for the future, being in the moment, realizing your full potential. This is literally activating your crown chakra. So any final messages for my group number 2, please? Is there any final message for my group number 2, please? Any final message? Okay, yeah. You know what? I actually saw this was on the bottom energy. This was the bottom card for this, but I didn't take it, and it was meant for you. We have the love card with negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. And on the bottom of the deck, we have positive change, dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals are not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet, it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. This is such a powerful message. It's literally asking you to make that step. Forget about pleasing others. Put yourself first. What you feel like do it. What your soul feels called to do. Do it. I'm telling you, there's some kind of big gift, a big calling that you have that will have a big influence on other people. This is like influencing a lot more people and them appreciating your art, your work, whatever it is. I love this for you. Anyway, this is the end of your reading. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. If you made it all the way here, I truly appreciate you and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Hi, group number 3. If you have chosen this beautiful labradorite heart, then this is going to be a reading. And before we get started, I just want you to know that this reading will have 3 parts. First, we will have a look at your current energy, what's going on with you right now. And if this part resonates with you, then please keep on watching. If it doesn't resonate, then maybe choose a different pile, or maybe this reading is just not for you today. Now in the second part of the reading, we will look at the energy that you will be in once you get back into the light again. Once you get to the other side of the tunnel, basically what your life will look like once you get through this dark period of your life. And in the final part of the reading, we will have a look at what can actually help you get there and what's currently blocking you from getting there. I actually did another part for the other 2 groups with comforting messages, but it ended up being way too long, and you're my group number 3, so 3 parts seem fitting. So let's get into your reading, group number 3. These are your pre-shuffled cards for your current energy. So let's have a look. For your 2 main cards, we have the 5 of Swords with the Star. So the Star is ruled by Aquarius, and on the 5 of Swords, we have the Aquarius energy and Mercury. This tarot is a little bit different, just so you know. And let's have a look at more of your cards. So next we have the Hold Your Vision coming together with the Belief in the Impossible. So that's a 1 message. Let's keep it together. We also have the Judgment card and the Self-Esteem coming together. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, and I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Came out together, so again a 1 message. We also have Miracle with number 33. We also have the Protection card coming together with the Self-Love. So again, I'm going to take it as a 1 message. Now we also have Health and Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to, and I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So that is another message. I'm going to adjust the cards later, just so you know. We also have the Fiery climax approaches with the full moon in Aries, and devoid of course with nothing will come of this situation. So next we have loneliness is just a normal part of life. We also have the clean it up with the fork in the road, and the fork in the road is the bottom card energy for the clean it up. Next we have the 4th house with cultural family roots, home, peace and comfort. We also have the 1st house with individuality, self-image and an approach to life. Next, these two cards again came out together with regeneration and a leg up. This was the bottom card energy for the regeneration. Next we have we face it together. Next we have the 2 of Wands in reverse with lacking a strategy. Reassess, make adjustments, set goals, define your purpose. This is Mars in Aries. We also have the South Node with life steps. We have Pluto energy with transform. We have Saturn with feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Saturn has been coming up a lot. We also have, oh, these cards came together as a one message. It's the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords, all coming together. Hopefully you can see it. And this is another final message. Again, these 3 cards came out together. We have distance, repeat or time out, past, lack, suffering, separation, and longing. So that's a one message as well. Okay. I have to say that out of all the groups, your group is probably the most diverse. There's a lot of different energies that I'm picking up on, and some of them feel very specific, and the more specific I get, the less it's going to resonate with a lot of you, since it's a general reading. So only take what resonates and leave the rest. And let's get into it. I'm going to talk about all the scenarios that I see here one by one. So first, this is definitely not for everyone, maybe just for 1/3 of you, but this is coming in really strongly. And the energy that's coming through is that someone here is trying to manifest something big, something that others would deem impossible. Some of you could be dreaming of some kind of miracle, or you could have a really big dream, and it feels like you've been trying to manifest this for a long time. I feel like others would have just given up already if they were in your shoes, but not you. I see you still holding on to this dream. I think you may have heard from a lot of people to just give up already, to let it go, or that it's just not possible for you for whatever reason. The journey has definitely not been easy for you, my group number 3. And the energy that I'm picking up on is that you may have tried several times to make this happen, to manifest this, and it didn't work out. I especially see something happening quite recently. You may have hit some kind of bump in the road or experienced a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles. Something may have literally blown up in your face recently. And this is really something close to your heart. This is something really important for you, something you deeply long for and deeply care about. For some of you, it might even be a touchy subject or even triggering because of the hardships you've experienced so far on this journey. It really depends on what this is, and since it's a general reading, it's not the same situation for everyone here. But with this, the energy that I keep getting is that something happened recently that brought you really close to a breaking point. Some of you could feel quite discouraged, or you could feel a lot of frustration or even anger. There's a lot of built-up emotions here. Some of you may have literally broken down and cried for a long time over this situation. I keep on hearing that something needs to be done differently. There's either issue with timing, or you may need to try a different approach, change the perspective. There is another way to manifesting this, and I don't think you see the path just yet, but it's there. And just because it didn't work out previously does not mean that it's not going to work out in the future. I seriously can't stress this enough, but I keep hearing that there is a way. There is another path, but something needs to change first. Some of you may need to make some kind of decision first. Some of you may actually take some kind of detour to get to this goal of yours. It will differ for each one of you. And I don't know why, but ever since I shuffled these cards for you, I keep on getting this very specific example. And honestly, I hope this does not resonate with anyone because I would not wish this upon anyone. And let me just give you a trigger warning in case any of you struggle with conception, infertility, or if this is a touchy subject for you, you might want to skip the next minute. Because the example that I keep on getting is someone deeply longing for a child and being on this long, hard journey to start a family, but facing a lot of struggles with conceiving or experiencing a really heartbreaking miscarriage. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. I genuinely hope this did not resonate with anyone, but again, we have so many cards talking about holding onto your vision and your dream, and the star is such a positive card. So I just want to say don't lose hope. But the main themes that I'm getting for your group is something happening in your family dynamic, your home life. This could have been a big argument that led to a separation from someone dear to you, whether it was a partner, close friend, or family member. With the cards that we have here, there could be some really big changes happening in your family life. This could, for example, be a divorce of your loved ones that has a big impact on the whole family. For others, it could be quite literal, and you could be in the process of moving, remodeling your home, or you could have even lost your home for some reason. Someone here could have lost a loved one or a family member, someone you were really close to, someone who was always there for you, who taught you so many things, like a grandparent type of figure. Because it feels like you have to face the harshness of reality. There is some painful, tense situation that you're trying to deal with, process, and heal from. It feels like something or someone has left your life, or there has been some kind of ending or a big change, because I'm hearing nothing will ever be the same. Whatever the situation is, it has deeply affected you, my group number 3. For someone here, this is about a chosen family. This message is for a very few people here, but there is an energy of experiencing some kind of rejection or having some kind of deep wound when it comes to your family, where you come from. Some of you may have even gone through the system, through the foster care, or you may have even been adopted. For others, I keep on getting finding power in your heritage. You could have been digging more into your roots, learning more about where you come from, learning more about your ancestors. That is also what's coming through. Some of you here could be going through therapy and finally processing some childhood trauma. I'm also getting that some of you may feel that you're dealing with some kind of family karma, and you may feel like it's on you to clear it up. You may feel really burdened by this, but at the same time, it's like you know deep down that you're the only one who will finally break the chains, who will finally break this family karma and change it. I think a lot of you here are going through a big transformation right now. This is a big shift, and all that's happened recently have affected you so deeply that you're just not the same person anymore. And I see you're really thinking about your life, why you're actually here, what your purpose is, what you actually want in life, what's meaningful to you, and what parts of you and your life no longer resonate with you. And I think you are getting more serious about the life you actually want to live. I think some of you are realizing that you've been overly critical of yourself and that it's time to change this. And that it's time to do some inner work. Some of you may have already started this, and you've already started to work on some of your inner struggles, whether it's working on your self-confidence or being on a self-love journey or learning to be better at setting healthy boundaries. Some of you may have been also trying to get more healthy, or you may even want to change your appearance. This energy can definitely indicate some big physical changes as well. But with Pluto here, I do think that the change is more on a deeper level. I think that there are certain things that no longer resonate with you, and I just see you wanting to leave some parts of you behind. It's like you're burning the old version of yourself, shedding your old skin. There's an energy of wanting to start fresh with a clean slate. Some of you might want to really simplify your life as well. And I have to say that I'm getting a really powerful energy from you, my group number 3. You're definitely a fighter. I can see that you don't give up easily. You're someone who fights for what you want in life. And I don't think you had it easy at all. I just think that other people may think that things just come easily to you, or that you're quite lucky. When the truth is that you had to work really hard for all that you have. You are definitely a strong person. I think that you are very much aware that you can make your life whatever it is that you want it to be. And I think that once you commit to something, you don't change your mind very easily. You're someone who has a really strong mindset, and no matter how many times life knocks you down, you always get up. That is the type of person that you are. However, even you need a break at times. Even you need for someone to be there for you. And I say this because some of you could be really overwhelmed right now, or you may have a lot of things going on right now. I'm getting this scattered energy, especially mentally speaking. There seems to be a lot of things that need your attention, and it may be time to let some of those things go. It's time to pull your energy back to yourself, group number 3. I feel like you're running a little too low on energy right now, and I'm hearing it's okay to ask for help. I think a lot of you here are quite used to depending on yourself, and you're more of the person who's always there for others. I think that for you, your loved ones, your chosen family are super important for you. You are the definition of a loyal friend. And I think that you're very protective over your loved ones. You might even feel some kind of responsibility towards them for whatever reason. But I keep on getting that it's okay to ask for help. You don't need to face everything alone. In fact, I keep picking up on someone's energy who actually wants to help you. It's like you can see this bear willing to help this little bear, right? Now, I'm not sure if this is a specific person in your life or if this is your spiritual team who are very protective over you. We might be able to see this in the third part of this reading, where we will look at what can actually help you. Now, this may be just for a few of you, but someone here could be dealing with some kind of health struggles. You may have had some kind of health scare, because I'm picking up with some energy of healing or recovering from something. It's giving chronic disease, something that runs in the family. Someone here may have been really going through it with their health for quite a while, and it feels like you're finally coming out of it. I also think that people who chose this group may generally struggle with panic or anxiety attacks, back pain, neck pain, and even possible some issues with your gut, digestive system, or even your bladder. Now, this is all just general energies that I'm picking up on. Hopefully you don't have problems with any of it. Also, the fact that we have the star here as one of your main cards is pretty significant to me. So if any of you are in the spotlight or have some kind of following, you may literally want to change your image, your social media, how you show up in the world, how you're known, or you may want to change the direction you're going in, because there is some kind of disconnect here. It's like how other people perceive you no longer resonates with you. You may want to rebrand yourself. I think you may be questioning a lot of things right now. Some of you might want to start over, start fresh. Some of you might be dealing with a lot of internal struggles, asking yourself if this is really who you are or if this is really what you want. And if you are in the spotlight, you might be also dealing with some kind of misunderstanding. Or I'm also hearing you're in a spotlight for something you don't want to be. You might feel too exposed and uncomfortable with that. I also have to say that there is something about you, group number 3, that is quite unique. You don't seem to be someone to just go with the crowd or to go with the traditional way of life. You seem like someone who is writing their own unique story. Some of you may even be quite free-spirited. You're definitely someone who thinks for themselves. You don't just accept things, you question them. I also think that you have a really strong intuition and that you've been proven over and over again that your intuition was on point. I'm also picking up on earth energy, so you could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, and Leo is also coming through, but of course this does not have to resonate at all. So if any of what I just said resonated, then let's move on to the next part of your reading. Sorry about the lighting. It's really cloudy outside, so it keeps changing, and you will see that in a second. But as you can see, the layout of the cards is a little bit different, but I actually ended up putting all of your pre-shuffled cards down already in the order that they came in. And this side is more of the energy that you will be in when you get to the other side. Whereas though on this side, this is going to show us what your life will look like when you get there. That was at least my plan. So let's start with the two main cards that we have here. These two main cards are tarot cards. I shuffled one major arcana for your energy and one minor arcana for what your life will be like. So for your energy, we have the Death card. I actually really love this for you, my group number 3. And it makes so much sense that we have the Death card for you. First of all, the Death card is a very positive card. It indicates major changes. And we already saw that a lot of you are already starting this big transformation of who you are as a person. And with this specific Death card that has the caterpillar and that eventually transformed into a beautiful butterfly, I see this as you leveling up, you getting to the next stage, you becoming the person you were always meant to become. I'm telling you, group number 3, you'll be a whole new person inside and out when you get to the other side of this. And I mean this in the best way. This is you after shedding all that dead weight, all that old skin. This is a brand new version of you. You know how when you look back at yourself from like 5 to 10 years ago and you realize you were kind of a different person to who you are now? And looking back, you can see just how much you've changed as a person. This is what it feels like. You're entering a new era in your life again. And I really see this as one of the biggest transformations of your life. Once you go through this transformation, I see you looking more for depth in relationships. I see you being open to new things. Some of you might completely change the direction of your life or even your career. So let's look at these two cards that also show us your energy. I only wanted to get one extra cord card, but these two fell out together. So let's see what they are. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This is really interesting. First of all, that lioness energy that I was picking up on before, that fighter, that go-getter, that person that knows they can manifest anything they want into their life, that's not going anywhere. This is you. This is who you are to the core. But this energy is a beautiful balance of being really confident, but being humble about it. This is a beautiful balance of being really passionate about your life and your dreams, but still grounded and smart about it. I see you having more stability in your life. I see you feeling more comfortable to be yourself. I see you more firm in your beliefs, not being afraid to be bold about it. I also see you in a really good place financially speaking. This is honestly giving me a true independence, being a self-made person. And if any of you struggle with finances, for example, growing your savings, I think you will get to a really nice place with this, where not only are you going to be following your passions and having more fun with your life, but I see you being also really practical, thinking more about your future, being smart with your finances, making sure you have savings or some kind of backup plan. And if any of you have children already, I think you will find a perfect balance between being a great mom and having some amazing career going for you as well. Now only take this if this resonates for you or if this is what you want. For others, this could be your creative projects going really well. I also see more of your personality coming through, that fun, charismatic, positive, bubbly person that you are, and I keep on seeing you being pretty popular. So let's now see the main card for what your life will look like when you get to the other side of this. So we have the Nine of Cups. This is honestly one of the best cards that you could have gotten. The Nine of Cups energy is literally your wishes coming true. This is you living your dream life, group number 3. And if any of you resonated with the message of you trying to manifest something big in the first part of your reading, this is absolutely coming through for you. This is you achieving some kind of milestone. This is you reaching your goal. Okay, now I really want to see the rest of your cards. So for your energy, we also have the Sovereign with Reclaim, Persevere, Govern, and Remember. Okay, and for your life, we have, oh, okay. We have Magic Maker with Captivate, Touch, Tantalize, Sense. Sorry, I'm not that great at pronouncing some of these words, but this is just so wild to me. Let me just say that you are natural when it comes to manifesting things into your life. Whether you do this consciously or unconsciously, you are great at manifesting things. And in this period of your life, I see you really tapping into this energy. You might have some kind of manifesting ritual that you do, but I see you manifesting one thing after another. I see you getting a lot of opportunities, things that you've always wanted. This is so connected to what I saw before, that you are very much in charge of your life and you know it. You know that you can make anything happen. I also see you using your talents to create something divine. It's giving something irresistible, something magical. For example, some kind of magical candle, some kind of magical store, or creating some ASMR that maybe calms people, or just something that takes care of the body, the soul, the senses, you know? This could also be some kind of art, or another example is if you've always wanted to open some kind of baking business and you finally do it, and when people taste your cake, it's so delicious they could literally cry. That's what it's giving. People are just loving whatever it is that you do. There's so many different things that this could be, but this is something that makes you stand out because you're natural at this. This magic maker is giving whatever you touch will turn into gold. Okay, I also just heard, baby girl, you're a star. Someone in this pile is definitely set for stardom. You even had the star in the first part of your reading. Someone in this group is meant to be in the public eye, in one way or another, becoming some kind of influencer or something. There's just something very unique that you bring to the world, that you bring to the table. You're someone who naturally inspires other people, and you're meant to be in some kind of position where you have the platform to inspire others. Notice that we have the Leo here, the lion. This is giving me leader energy. And we have Peacock here as well. And Peacock is giving me taking pride in your beauty, in your talent, in your uniqueness. And again, with this remember, I'm getting remember your heritage. You definitely have some powerful ancestors group number 3. I don't know what it is, but I keep on getting the same thing, that there is power in your heritage, whatever that means for you. Oh, and real quick, I just want to say that if you don't want to be in a spotlight, this is not it. All of this is connected to your specific dream life. If your dream is to be a stay-at-home mom or caring for some small children, then this will very much manifest for you. And you could end up influencing the people in your community, in your town, or something like that. I just wanted to make it clear that how this manifests will be very individual to what you see as your dream. Another thing that I see for you is becoming more selective over who you keep around. Because sadly, not everyone can level up with you, and not everyone is going to be supportive of this new version of you. And that's okay, because we don't want those people around anyway. But I have to say that there is something about your energy group number 3. I saw this before already. You have a really powerful energy. There is just this aura around you. You're super magnetic, super captivating. I think you naturally attract a lot of attention. People are naturally drawn to you. This kind of feels like having Pluto or Neptune in your first house, where people are naturally drawn to you. People take notice of you. Some people might even project onto you. It's like Beyonce, Britney Spears, Leo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber, or even Keanu Reeves. They all have Pluto in their first house, and they all have that something about them that people pick up on, and you have it too. And regardless of what you think of these people, they are some of the most hardworking people out there, and yet people can easily project onto them, right? Or wish they could be them, but their lives were definitely not easy. For some reason, I think you will have a lot of people wishing they were you. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's something that I keep on picking up on. I think part of it is because you are so comfortable with yourself and with standing in your power that some people just find it a bit intimidating. Sadly, I think a lot of you could have experienced quite a bit of jealousy in the past, or people trying to put you down, trying to make you feel bad about yourself because of their own insecurities, because for some reason you were like a mirror to them. But I just want you to know that you are protected from this energy. You can see this blue energy around her in this magic maker. Nothing is getting through that. With this card especially, I see you just focusing on your life and not paying any attention to the outside noise. And also, I don't know what your relationship status is, but I do see you having a lot of admirers. I see you having a lot more attention, and I'm not sure if I should mention this, but I keep picking up on some sexual energy, some kind of powerful healing of that or through that, but take it as it resonates. This might just be for like 2 people here. Okay, so let's have a look at the next card. So we have the milk and honey. Wow. And look at this rainbow. Rainbows are always a sign of miracles coming your way. You're finally going to taste the sweetness of life, group number 3. Life will definitely feel easier. We know you haven't had it easy. You've been through it. So I'm so happy to see this card for you, because those dark clouds that are waiting over your life now will be clearing up. And I see you entering a really blessed period of your life. I also feel called to say that some of you will finally experience the care and love you craved so much when you were younger. It's like your inner child is going to be so happy, just like this baby elephant, right? Also, this card is making me think of a rainbow baby. We literally have a rainbow and a baby elephant. So if any of you resonated with wanting a child and experiencing some kind of hardships in that area, I do see a rainbow baby here. Even with the Queen of Pentacles, that's also a very caring and nurturing energy. But only take what resonates. It's a general reading. The milk and honey card is also giving me all of your needs being met. So next we have to the sea. Okay, so this card is about going with the flow. It's like we talked about before, that there is a path that you don't see just yet. The universe is asking you to let go of control, to surrender, and just have faith that the universe will take you to your goal destination, because it will. It's like the universe, your spiritual team, God, or whoever you resonate with is in control of this ship. And this is you sitting in that ship, right? Trusting that it will take you to where you're meant to go. I think some of the opportunities that you will get will lead you to a whole new place that you never even thought you would be at. And when you look back, you will understand why it didn't work the previous times, why your path wasn't a straight line, why there were some detours and adjustments. It will all make sense when you get there. So just trust the process, group number 3. And also, with the energy we already have, you will definitely be enjoying your life a lot more, especially the little things. For example, if you like taking baths, I see you making more time for yourself more frequently to enjoy a really nice bath. Or if you like eating out, I see you doing it more often. I think you will also start getting a better sleep as well. Okay, so next card is, oh my gosh, the Treasure Island with number 9. I just love this for you, group number 3. This is absolutely your dream coming true. This is something you love and cherish beyond anything else in the world. This is the life you've always wanted. And with this turtle, I think it's coming in later than you thought. Perhaps you thought that this would happen for you sooner, but this is absolutely worth the wait. And what's crazy is that this card is actually connected to the law of attraction, to manifestation. This is another confirmation that you can manifest anything you want into your life, group number 3. I see so much abundance, good fortune, emotional fulfillment coming your way. Some of you could really hit it big and get some amazing opportunity that leads up to another opportunities. You're seriously about to enter such an abundant phase in your life, hitting some kind of peak period. Honestly, I'm really curious about your astrology, group number 3. I would actually really love to see what's going on for you for the next 2-3 years, because that feels like the period that I'm looking at here. Like 2-3 years, this could be all playing out for you. But this is just incredible. I think this is the period of your life that you will always remember, that you will love reminiscing on. This is you creating so many precious memories that you will hold on to so dearly forever. And I just want to clarify that this is not to say that after this great period, your life will just go downhill or something. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is that life is always full of ups and downs and periods that are completely different. In one period, life can be more calm, more steady, and in another period, things are shifting a lot. There can also be a period that is really challenging, and then there are those fun periods and times when so many amazing things happen for you. So just know that there is so many amazing things still waiting for you even after this awesome period. What I meant with you creating some precious moments that you will always remember is, for example, let's continue with someone dreaming of having a child, right? And they finally get their rainbow baby. This person will always reminisce on bringing their child home for the very first time, you know? Or let's use another example. Let's say you're trying to make it in the music industry, and after years of struggling, you finally sign under some great label that gives you a lot of freedom to create what you want, and you end up putting your first album out and it's a hit and everybody loves it. This is something you would remember for the rest of your life. So this is what I see. You creating precious moments that will stick with you forever. Okay, next we have serendipity with the clover leaf. That is just so crazy to me because the clover leaf is a symbol of luck coming your way. When I was little, everyone wanted to find a clover leaf because it meant that we would get lucky and something amazing would come our way. Honestly, this is just giving me a real miracle, something that does not happen every day, something you're so grateful for. And it's number 18, which makes 9 again. You already have 4 nines. You have 9 here with the 9 of cups. You have 9 with the treasure island. You have 9 with the sovereign. And then this serendipity card. 9s are all about fulfillment, harvest, manifestation. You also have number 6 here twice with the magic maker and the milk and honey. Number 6 is all about harmony. This is you being in alignment with your purpose. That's why it will feel so easy, so natural to manifest this, because you will be in flow with the universe. This is your unique path that you're meant to be on. And when you align, it's like magic. Things just flow to you naturally. You know how when we try to force something and we just end up struggling even more because of the pushback, it's like the sooner you let go of control, the quicker you'll get there. And the things that are truly meant for you will find you either way. I also think that the universe will be blessing you because of what you do for others. I see you helping other people, inspiring other people, leading them to follow their own unique paths. I see this playing a part as well. I have to say that there is something fated for you. It's a general reading, so it will be different for each one of you, but this could be meeting the right person at the right time, getting the right opportunity that leads to some fated career. It could be so many different things, but one thing I'll say is trust your intuition. Trust the signs that you see, because there will come a point where you will experience a lot of serendipitous moments. Okay, so let's get to the next card. So we have Cozy with Cancer and the New Moon. Again, if any of you want to start a family, this is very much possible for you. For others, there could be a new member in your family, like a little nephew or niece, and just being around them will really awaken that nurturing side of you. But Cancer energy is very caring, nurturing. It's the person that gives you a big hug. I think you will become more comfortable with showing this affectionate side of you. Some of you might also make your home a bit more cozy. Some of you could also pick up some new habits or taking some new classes that are a bit more home-oriented, like cooking, doing some kind of crafts. Some of you might be also passing your knowledge to someone quite young. I'm getting someone who works with children or who teaches them. And the next card that we have is Contentment. Yeah, this makes so much sense. Taurus, New Moon. I mean, we already know that you will be very happy with your life. This is very similar energy to the milk and honey card, tasting the sweetness of life. So let's look at the next card, and we have the cat's claw with purification. This is the Mars-Pluto energy, and I find it so interesting because this card is about finding a new sense of belonging, feeling safe in the world again. It's about connecting to your heritage, where you come from, and healing your ancestor trauma. And we've literally talked about this in the first part of your reading. I'm telling you, group number 3, you are the one who will break the ancestral karma. This is the energy of healing those wounds, those traumas that run deeply in your family line. Let me tell you the keyword that it says in the guidebook for this card. Okay, let me just find it. So, it literally says DNA purification. That's literally what it says. It's like your ancestors are helping you heal and rewrite the story of your family line. And there is so much power in your heritage. I keep hearing this literally from the start of your reading. And this is the energy of you on the other side of this. You will get through this, my beautiful group number 3. Honestly, you are such a badass person, so freaking amazing and powerful. I honestly admire you so much, and I feel so honored to have you here with me for this reading. I just had to say this, but let's look at the next card. It's this one. Okay, so I don't know how to pronounce this. It might be Shisandra, maybe, I don't know. It's with grace. It's the Jupiter-Venus energy. And with all these stars, it feels like blessings upon blessings will be showered upon you. It's literally the same energy that I keep seeing in all these cards. It keeps showing up over and over again for you. And this card also reminds me of the Temperance card. I see you finding more balance and finding more harmony in your life. I'm also getting a real glow up with this card, feeling beautiful from inside and out, radiating this beautiful energy. And this again makes me feel like you will be really popular, super likable. Things will be just working out for you. You know how last summer the Barbie movie came out and the main actress, Margot Robbie, got so much attention and so many blessings from it? It feels like you will have a moment like that, a really, really positive period in your life. Some of you might even discover that you have some hidden talents during this time, but this will be a very blessed time for you, group number 3. Okay, so next we have Kava with community. This is the Moon-Pluto energy. It feels like things are shifting in your home area. Moon-Pluto this can indicate moving. Some of you will definitely move. I see you in a completely different place. And again, if any of you experience rejection from your own birth family, I see you finding your chosen family. But I think a lot of you already have. With this card, I also see this big community standing behind you, celebrating you. Some of you will have a big following that will really have your back. I see these people celebrating with you every little milestone that you had. These are people that love and care about you and truly wish you well, which is so beautiful. See the butterfly. This is transformation of the community around you, your home area, your community. Okay, so the last card on this side, we have Rose with Love. Oh, and this is the bottom energy for the Kawa. And we have Moon, Venus energy. This is so beautiful. So for all my singles, I do see you falling in love again. There's a beautiful new connection coming your way. Some of you could start living with this person. Some of you could get married if that's what you want. If you're not interested in love, this is falling in love with your life, enjoying every moment of it, and having beautiful, deep connections in your life. Also, for those of you who are already in a relationship, this is like falling in love all over again with the same person. Some of you could renew your vows. And I think this person will play some kind of significant role with this dove here. Like, this person is pure-hearted, that's what I'm gonna say. I think they will help you heal. They will help you heal if you have some kind of struggles in that area from your previous relationships. And our final two cards that came out together are these. So let's have a look. Oh my goodness. You have good fortune yet again with invite magic in, coming together with the 7 deadly sins, humanity's destructive traits. Now, I don't want you to get scared with this, but it's the energy that I was picking up from before. It's like some people might get jealous because you will start experiencing a lot of good fortune. You see this all the time. For example, someone shoots a movie, they get really famous and wealthy from it, right? And all of a sudden, their distant relatives who they never even knew they had are calling them up, asking for favors and for money, right? And when this famous person says no to them, they go to the press and start talking some really untrue things about them. It's like when people get really lucky or seem to be doing amazing, there can be certain amount of envy or jealousy from certain individuals that come with it. But I don't think this will affect you that much, maybe just the first time it happens. And I say this because the bottom card energy for this, we had the cheer up, live in the moment, enjoy yourself. Don't dwell on the negative, focus on you and yourself, so you don't have to worry about this. Also, these 2 cards coming together can be a little reminder not to overindulge, especially since we also have Jupiter and Venus here. Try to keep a bit of balance in your diet and all that. If you get a lot of attention, don't let your pride or ego get the better of you. But I don't think you have to worry about it because that's not who you are. Also, with this combination, I think some of you might actually get involved with some charities for some really amazing causes like animal welfare, the wildlife, or something to do with environment. Some of you might get quite passionate about that or be some kind of ambassador or for this great cause. So now that we've looked at what your life will look like when you get to the other side, let's have a look at what can actually help you get to this point and what's currently blocking you. Okay, so as you can see, we have 2 different piles of cards. This is the energy of what can help you get to the other side of this, and this is the energy of what's blocking you right now. So let's have a look. So for what can help you, we have the eagle spirit with freedom. Next we have emotions with feelings, expression, moods, balance. Next we have wolf spirit with family. We also have darling, don't you remember you're badass? Keep winging it. The fairy, blessings, flow, magical energy. We have there is a reason you have those dreams. The mystic, intuition, high priestess, visionary. We also have blessings and curses, psyche, self-love, beauty, and it says, do not be ashamed, not of your thorns or of your flowers. What a beautiful message. We have beneath the surface, what's really driving you, true motives, breaking free. So we have the things that almost broke me were the things that most evoke me. The awakened dead, resilience, nirvana, self-appreciation. And finally we have let it go, release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. Okay, let's now have a look at the other side for the energy of what's blocking you. So first we have the guidance card with support, love, signs, direction. We also have Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. Okay, next we have Responsibility card with self-discipline, empowerment, fulfillment, and reliability. For some reason I can't pronounce this word, just ignore me. So next we have You Don't Need It All Figured Out with the Gifted Guide, Stars, Chaos, Opportunity. We have Goddess of the Sea with Abundance, Purification, Ego, and it says it's time to come home. We have You Are Worthy of Beautiful Things, the Servant Queen, Divine, Magnetic, Valuable. Beautiful. We also have Into the Unknown, Underworld, Death, courage, facing your fears. And we have relationships with intimacy, freedom, acceptance, trust. And also, finally, the personal boundaries, choice, assertiveness, empowerment, and authenticity. And I just want to say that since it's a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every message is gonna be for everyone. Okay, so first, I feel called to talk about this emotions card. I'm so glad that it came out, because that scattered energy of yours needs to be dealt with. I mean, look at this person. They seem to be all over the place. It's like they can't catch a break. I think that for you, my group number 3, the best thing you can do is really pay attention to your emotions, how you feel when you do certain things, or when you're around certain people. Paying attention to that is the best compass for you. And being so emotionally scattered can be coming from so many different things. From having too much on your plate to having some hormonal imbalance, wrong diet, lack of sleep. So really pay attention to all these things. Because there could be something in your diet that might be causing your emotions to be a bit unpredictable. Or if you have too much on your plate, which I think a lot of you do, then look at your priorities and let some things go. For others in this group, this can also be people. If you notice that when you're around someone you keep getting upset, try to distance yourself from them. If anyone is downplaying your dreams, or if anyone has a tendency of putting you down to the point that after talking to them, you end up feeling down and drained, they need to go. So pay attention to this, make adjustments, and let some things go. Spirit is really coming in strongly with this to set proper boundaries, because there are some people who are not good for your growth. It's like they are energetically pulling on your energy. With the relationship card here, in what's blocking you, it really is time to rethink some of your relationships. Now, this message is not going to be for everyone, but someone needed to hear that. What could also help you is finding a good outlet for your emotions. For example, journaling. This can be great for getting to the bottom of why you're feeling a certain way. But if you're not into that, try to channel your emotions by doing something physical, like going for a run or something. If you're not into physical stuff, you can also channel your emotions by doing something creative, like drawing, writing poems, or playing an instrument. Whatever, just find a perfect outlet for channeling your emotions. And something that helps you feel better and more balanced. Don't repress your emotions, group number 3. That will only lead to more tower moments when you just break down and yell and cry, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, we're trying to maintain balance. I'm also getting that some of you are being encouraged to open up to your loved ones about your feelings. Some of you have been way too closed up, and you're being encouraged to be more vulnerable and let your loved ones in. Give them a chance to understand where you're coming from and what you're going through right now. Let them know how you feel about things. I get a sense that some of you like to operate more as the lone wolf, deal with everything on your own, but I'm telling you, group number 3, there is someone you can lean on. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable with them. And if any of you in this group feel truly alone, call onto your spiritual team. They will help you as well, group number 3. But it's time to open up about your feelings, and if some people end up judging you or not being kind to you, then it's best to let those people go. We have several cards that are indicating this. It's like with some people you're too closed up when you should let them in, and with some people who are literally draining your energy you're too close with. And with this family card, we're again being reminded of family matters. I think a lot of you could really benefit from resolving some kind of family situation, family struggles that have been going on for a while. Working through some family issues could be really healing for you, my group number 3. And this is not for everyone, but someone here may need to break away from a family member, from someone who constantly triggers you, who constantly restricts you, and who constantly passes judgments onto you and how you live your life. Separating from this person could be really healing for you and for your inner peace. I'm also picking up on someone here who needs to get some kind of closure. It feels like there's something that's still causing you pain even after such a long time, and you just can't go on like this. I do think that some of you are still holding on to some tower moments. You know, those moments that broke you and made you at the same time? Some of you are still holding onto that survival mode, and I know that sometimes you can use it as a fuel, but at the same time, holding onto that is blocking you. And notice that we have 2 cards of letting go and 2 cards of breaking free. That is definitely a sign. And the freedom card is also the number 13, which again is the number of the death card in tarot. This is about you having the power to break away from all that no longer serves you. This can be jobs, people, situations. This can be a way of life, some old beliefs. This is about breaking away from any restrictions that others, society, or even your old version of you put on yourself, and being free again. Free to be yourself, to follow the path that has been calling you. This is going to feel so liberating for you, my group number 3. Because with this broken ice, it's like you held yourself in this mold of who you are, who you're meant to be, but you cannot stay the same person all your life. You have to shed some skin. You have to move forward and grow. It's like there's a brand new version of you that's wanting to come out and shine, but you might be scared to embrace this part of you. But don't be. Break away from the mold that you held for yourself. It's time, group number 3. It's time to stop living the unfulfilling life, the life that makes you miserable, and to start living a life that makes you happy. Now, why do I feel like some of you are really downplaying your abilities and what you're capable of? It's like you've given your power away somewhere along the road, and like you've forgotten just how powerful and just how magical you truly are. First of all, you have the darling don't you remember your badass card? With this, I feel like you really need to be reminded of how amazing and how badass you really are. I feel called to say that you should not be so damn hard on yourself, group number 3. You did the best you could with what you've been given. It's okay, forgive yourself and give yourself a hug. The fact that we have the servant queen and what's blocking you lets me know that you've been way too critical of yourself, when in reality you should be so proud of yourself for how far you've come and all that you've overcome and achieved. Show yourself some love, be kind to yourself, and accept all of yourself. There's nothing you need to be ashamed of. I think that having a more abundant mindset will really help you get in the flow and start manifesting all those things. And what I mean by that is expect more, because what we believe is also what limits us. So if some of you believe that you're not worthy of your dreams, that you're not worthy of this and that, then it's very hard for the universe to bring you those things. That's why it's showing up as a blockage, your lack of belief. You are seriously self-sabotaging yourself by doing this. Group number 3, stop doubting yourself and start believing that you deserve all that you desire. I just heard, believe it's your birthright. This is about raising your standards when it comes to what you deserve and what you think you are capable of manifesting. Trust yourself more, group number 3. And look, there is a reason you have those dreams. You just need to believe it, group number 3. Think of yourself as a super lucky person. And when we get to the end of the reading, I'm going to show you what it says in the guidebook, because I think it could really, really help you. Don't be afraid to step into your power, group number 3. I'm also getting that you need to take some kind of leap of faith. Make that step towards something. Make that decision that sets you on a whole new journey. I feel like if you knew that you couldn't follow, you would have taken that step already, but for some reason, there is some hesitancy in your energy. Some of you are definitely holding back when it comes to something, and you're being encouraged to just go for it, to take that risk, to face that fear, to take that leap of faith. It's time to embrace the unknown, which brings me to this beautiful energy that we have here. All of these cards are asking you to surrender more, to let go of control, and to be more open to different paths. Allow yourself to be a little bit messy. Not everything needs to be perfect. Not everything needs to be planned out. I think that some of you are so used to depending on yourself that it's hard for you to give control to someone else, especially to surrender to the divine, the God, the universe, whoever you resonate with. But this is exactly what's blocking you. The need to have it all figured out. It's like this big mushroom is your spiritual team who's trying to let you know that it's okay to put your trust in them, and that it's okay to be a little bit chaotic and to let a bit of unknown into your world. That's why we head to the Sea card in your previous reading, in the previous part. Trust the divine, let go of restraints. It's okay, the universe will catch you. Your spiritual team will not let you fall. I literally just got the 11:11 on the clock. This is a sign group number 3. Your spiritual team wants you to trust them and let them guide you to your path. And let me just give you an example. I'm about to quit my job and I don't know where it will lead me. I don't have anything else lined up, but I just know that it's not the right path for me and that I need to do it. And deep down, I know that through this messy, uncertain situation, I will eventually find the right path that's truly meant for me. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job, group number 3. I just use myself as an example when it comes to trusting the universe and embracing the unknown. And this goddess of the sea energy is about stripping ourselves of any ego-based wounds, because they're only limiting us and distracting us from what's really important and from our real purpose. And I only say this because oftentimes chasing these ego-based wants leaves you empty, and we don't want that. So this is about coming back home to yourself, connecting to your soul on a deeper level, and letting all that's not in alignment with you wash away. Because the right things that are meant for you will not miss you, group number 3. It may just manifest in different ways than you expect. And even this keep winging it card encourages us to stop overanalyzing things, to stop trying to plan for everything, and instead encourages us to be more free, to act more freely and trust our intuition more and act on it more. And last thing I'll say before I show you the guidebook is stop worrying about what other people say. This should not be affecting you, group number 3. And I know it's easy to say and harder to do. I feel like there's something about you or about your life that feels like a blessing and a curse at the same time. I'm getting this example of someone being conventionally really beautiful, someone who fits the current beauty standards, and that can feel like a blessing and a curse. Because yes, this person gets a lot of attention, a lot of compliments, but some people also don't take them seriously, or they get the wrong type of attention as well, you know? Or another example is someone who comes from a wealthy family, and they're trying to make it on their own, and they make their own path, and they work really hard, and they're proud of themselves, but everyone else is just thinking they got this far because of their family, because they have some kind of connections and all that. And it's like no matter what this person does, people will always think the same. So try not to let others get to you. There's always going to be people who are negative, who are jealous and all that. And all we can do is just focus on our own life and on our own happiness. And if any of you feel called to, look up how you can protect your energy from others. That might also help you. Okay, so let me now show you the guidebook. Each one of these cards has an affirmation spell with it. So I want to show you what each one of them says. So first you have number 31. Okay, it's right here. And the affirmation is, everything I touch turns to gold. My energy attracts magic. So some of you can definitely use this for daily affirmations. I think these could really help you just to remind yourself how amazing you are. And each one of these cards also have this manifestation enhancer. So if you want and if you can see it, I recommend maybe screenshotting this if the video quality is good, which might not be. But if you can see it, I would go for it. So the manifestation enhancer says, close your eyes and visualize that you are in the forest. The fairy you have seen is sprinkling you with enchanted dust. It endows you with power, a magic touch, and a state of flow. Embody the energy of the fairy. Practice becoming more lighthearted and carefree, and trust that the universe has your back. You are the energy of beauty itself, which magnetizes blessings to you. Okay, so next we have number 1. And the affirmation spell for this card is, I trust that I am a very powerful visionary. And the manifestation enhancer for this card is this. It says, start writing down things, especially if you get random downloads from spirit. Practice taking them more seriously. A consistent spiritual practice, such as meditating, journaling, connecting with nature, or engaging in silence, is going to be extremely helpful at this time. Be open to receive and believe. Next, we have number 1. honestly, I personally fell in love with this deck as soon as I got it. So if any of you feel called to, this is a really magical deck if you want to get it for yourself. But number 21 says, I accept all parts of myself. I am divine and whole. So you can also use this affirmation if you want. And the manifestation enhancer for this card is, practice self-love at this time. Mirror work can be extremely powerful now. Meditating on love, appreciation, and acceptance of yourself while sitting in front of a mirror. You can find guided meditations on YouTube for this. Speaking aloud, self-loving affirmations to the mirror is also very powerful. Do it as often as you can. And next we have number 16. So the affirmation spell for this card is, I honor all of me, my past, present, and future selves. Beautiful. And the manifestation enhancer for this card is, take time to appreciate how far you've come. Give yourself a hug. Look at yourself through the eyes of your wise future self. Think about your younger self and how much compassion you have for them. Imagine this 1,000 times more once you reach the end of your life. Give yourself the love now. So for this card, the affirmation spell is, I embrace uncertainty. Luck is on my side. Sorry, my puppy is a little bit loud. And this card's manifestation enhancer is here. Find a small object that you felt drawn to lately and make it your lucky charm. It can be a bead, stone, necklace, hair clip, whatever. Let it be a talisman. Keep it on you or near you as a reminder. If you feel doubtful or worried, call upon your luck to assist you. Love this as well. So next we have number 34, the goddess of the sea, and the affirmation spell is, I am coming home to where my soul calls me. And the manifestation enhancer is this one, and it says, reflect or journal on the fish you used to cast your net for. Acknowledge the false ego desires you no longer seek or catch. Appreciate the times you have chosen to come home instead. Reflect on anything now that feels misaligned for you or anything that doesn't seem to shine like it used to. This is your sign to let the net loose. And final card is number 3, the Servant Queen. The affirmation for this card is, I am worthy of the most beautiful things. You should definitely be using this affirmation group number 3. This is perfect for you. And the manifestation enhancer for this card is, visualize yourself as a magnet for beautiful things, beautiful experiences, connections, thoughts, synchronicities, and blessings. Imagine abundance swirling all around you and entering your soul and your life. Luminous rainbow energy, blooming flowers, dazzling vibrations all around you and within you. It's already here and more is coming. Believe, expect, and receive. Okay, so this is the end of your reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you so much, and just know that you're not alone, group number 3. And you absolutely got this. You will get through this. And enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later.